Hello friends, welcome to the Dnyanadeep Academy. I am Sumit Ashok Katarmal and today we are going to discuss the CSAT paper, that is a test number 02. So now we will start the discussion of the CSAT paper from the first question, which is talks about the passage. So here in the passage, which is actually derived based on the atoms. So this passage talks about the atoms, that everything that animals do, atoms do. This can be the first major statement. The next, this is not known from the beginning. Okay. Then the third, that experiencing and theorizing to suggest hypothesis, but now it is accepted and most useful theory for producing new ideas. So it is talking about the post atom, this revealing and how we are going to utilize it. So the question over this is, what is the crux of the passage? So it is asked, what is the crux? So the crux of the passage is related with the first. It talks about discovery and what are the changes is made. Discovery and how it is useful. Okay, and what effects it generated through evolution. Okay, so all these things. So first, let's the discovery of atoms transformed our understanding of the world. Definitely it is. So it can be one of the answer. Okay. Then the second, despite the dazzling array of variety in the world, atoms are the building block. So it is the start. So it can be the option. So third option is the we should look at the world around us with scientific temperament. So this is not directly mentioned within the passage, it is an indirect. There is scientific temperament, but majorly passage talking about the atoms discovery and its evolution. So it cannot be the crux of the passage. Fourth, the complexity of the world is staggering to the mind. So the best option for this cannot be the answer. So best option from the A and the B. The discovery of atom transferred our understanding of the world, and second, despite dazzling array of variety in the world, atoms are the building blocks. So this is the correct answer of the passage. There is a B. And the second question, which of the following statements best indicates the motivation of the author of the passage? So they are asking about the best indication of the motivation of the author. So to simplify a complex concept. Okay, the second option to demonstrate the application of theory. So there is no such mention of the application of the theory in the passage. So it is not the right option. So B will go on. To arouse interest in the reader minds about the scientific fact. Definitely. So atom discovery is a scientific fact and its evolution. So it is generating some amount of curiosity in mind. So it can be the answer. The last year, to propose a hypothesis. So it is a very minimal explanation. So best answer will be the to arouse interest in the reader's mind about a scientific fact. So this will be the answer of the second question. So let's move on to the next question on the passage itself. There is a passage 2. So the passage 2 talks about the Gandhian methodology of non-violence. So what Gandhi said, that believed he himself once admitted when he said, I have nothing new to teach the people, truth and non-violence are the existing one from our ancient time itself. The next, offering entirely a new interpretation. What Gandhiji is doing, that giving only the new interpretation to the old concept which is actually prevalent within the Indian society itself. Here also talking about the Gandhiji left behind a prolific mass literature. Why? Because it is asked within the question, that's why it is important. So it is talking the Gandhian writings as well. So Gandhian ideologies utilization not only within the India, within the South Africa as well. India reveals a remarkable journey. Then Gandhian ideology of commitment to the social justice, normative economics, pluralism and all these things. So it is not only talking about the Gandhian one ideology, it is a holistic idea of the Gandhian ideologies which is utilized in the present time, but it is not the new one, just the interpretation is the new one. So the question on this one is, which one of the following statement best reflects the central idea of the passage? So it is asking about the central idea of the passage. The whole passage talking about the Gandhian ideology. So the first option will be the Gandhiji's Satyagraha became a major tool in the Indian struggle against the British. Definitely it is. Okay. Indian. So is it a idea of the passage? So we will discuss about it. Gandhiji was a prolific writer. So it is not only the idea of the passage, because with the writer he is also the activist. So that is also the mention. So this cannot be the answer of this one. That means B is gone. The next will be the enduring significance of the Gandhiji is due to his multifarious contribution to India and the world. The next will be that we should push for more awareness and appreciation of Gandhian contribution. So this is not the complete idea of the passage, more talking about the Gandhian ideology itself. So there can be the two options, that is the A and the C. But this is not the complete true of the passage, because there is another mentioning of this, not only Satyagraha but the other things as well within the passage. So this cannot be the complete answer. The best answer will be the option number C. That is the enduring significance of Gandhi is due to his multifarious contributions to India and the world. Why? Because it is also talking about the South Africa and other. And ideology not only restricted to the non-violence, whereas the other ideas as well. Okay, then the next question. Next question also from the passage itself. So the next passage is regarding the northeast migrants in the northeast. So the issue of migrants. The issue of migrants dominated the politics in the northeastern India since the 1930s. So the before independence time. Then it plays a decisive role in the region's politics during the colonial period. During the 79 and the 85, it is a central issue. So it is talking about the central issue as a anti-foreign national movement in the Assam. So is it talking only about the Assam? No, it is also having the complete northeastern India, including the Assam, Mizoram, Tripura and the Meghalaya. That means a broader picture is actually mentioned. So it is considered as an outsider and broadly belongs to the different ethnic groups. So northeast is having the dealing with the some issue of the migrants who are outsiders, and they are utilized in the northeast for the purpose of political gain, and it is creating a tensions in the northeastern region. So this can be the crux of the complete passage. So the question on this one is related to the which among the following statement best reflects the corollary to the passage. What is the best idea? So the answer for the fourth one is the discourse over the citizenship is a transitory phase in the politics of the northeast. Okay, the historical baggage of migration fuels the persistent clashes of the region, and it is actually majorly mentioned that it is actually politicization of the issue. Second, they are utilized, it is majorly utilized for political gain, and it is creating the clashes among the community. So this can be the answer. The next, the government's approach to managing intergroup dynamics in the state dependent. No, the citizenship in the northeast has been a contentious issue in the colonial times. Okay, it can be, but the major idea of the package is relating the baggage of migration which started from the before independence. So this can be the best answer, that is a B of. Next question again is related with the passage. It is majorly related with the rule of law concept. Essential condition for the continued trust in the rule of law is faith in the inherent goodness or desirability of the norm that sets the boundaries between the right and the wrong. Okay, then we are all taught about the virtues of norm abiding life. The guru must be respected that teaches us the norms. In the modern secular context, we are told to respect the fundamental norm. Then the Constitution of India, that is the Constitution of India, which is the fundamental law of the land. Even the father of the nation, M.K. Gandhi, considered the normative raison d'etre the sacrosanct. For him, a duly enacted law needed to be respected, but he also said that it was a moral duty of every citizen to oppose an unjust laws by all democratic means. So the passage is talking about not only the following the rule of law, considering it as a somewhat sacrosanct, but if the law is unjust also, that law need to be what need to be, it's our moral duty to, this is for the respect and against it, that raise a voice against the unjust laws. So this can be the major idea of the passage regarding the rule of law. The question is, which one of the following statements best implies the most rational inference that can be made from the passage? So they are talking about the major inference, that is the rule of law is sacrosanct and desirable. So if the rule of law is sacrosanct, what about the laws which are the unjust one? So that need not to be followed, rather raising the voice of the such type of rule of law. Rule of law is desirable, definitely it is desirable, but injustice can be questioned. So this was the idea majorly supported by the father of the nation, Gandhi, which is actually also mentioned within the passage in the last line. So this can be the answer. Next, rule of law is another way of righteousness can be ensured. Definitely it is, but it is as a one part of the complete passage. Rule of law must be respected at all costs. Definitely, the major rational inference of the passage talking about the in a holistic manner is option B. That is, we have to follow the rule of law, but with that we must question the law which is the unjust one. So the B will be the answer. Okay. So the next question is related with the aid rank, spirit and sting. Then B rank, sprite, sorry, not the spirit, it is a sprite and cola. Then the seed rank, cola, sting and Pepsi. After taking beverages, B and C fell sick. So what is given? That is a B and C fell sick. In the light of the above facts, it can be said that the cause of sickness is. So they are asking about the cause of sickness because of one of the drink among this, one of the drink. So which is that drink, that is the B and C fell sick. So these two fell sick and A remains as it is. So which can be the contributor for this feeling the sickness? That contributor will be the common beverages. So that common beverage we need to find out. So what are the common beverage between the B and the C? First is a cola, and second, so cola is a common beverage. Why? Because A also utilize the sprite and the sting. Here also they utilize the sprite and the sting. So cola is the common beverage, and that can be the answer for this question. It is a C. Because A did not fill the silk, that means these two beverages are the good one. The common beverage is the cola, and it will be the answer. The question number 7. So which is a problem? So it is talking about the 3 pipes. There are the 3 pipes. that is A, B and the C can fill a tank from empty to fill in the 30 minutes, 20 minutes and the 10 minutes respectively. So the A can fill the tank, empty tank in a 30 minute, B can fill the empty tank in a 20 minute and C can fill in the 10 minute. So what will be the LCM of all these three one will be the 60 of this three one LCM. So we can say this can be the capacity of tank. This can be the capacity of tank. So what they asked about when the tank is empty and all the three pipes are open. All the three pipes are open, that is A, B and the C discharge some chemical solution, that is P, Q and R. So A discharges P, B, Q and C, R respectively. What is the proportion of the solution R in the liquid of the tank after 3 minutes? So they are asking after the 3 minutes. So for each minute we have to first calculate. So for each minute A can, that is a 60 divided by 30, that is a 2 liter per minute. Okay, so B will be the 60 divided by 20, that is a 3 liter, and the 60 divided by 10, that is a 6 liter. This is a per minute. So after 3 minutes it will be 6 liter, this will be the 9 and this will be the 18. So summation of this one after 3 minutes total will be equal to 6 plus 9 plus 18. So 9 3 27 आणि 6 33, it will be the 33. Okay, so this will be the total after 3 minutes. So what they are asking about the solution R in the liquid after the 3 minutes. So solution R will be the 18. So we have to calculate that this 18 divided by total amount of the solution after 3 minutes is a 33. This will be 3 18 and 11, that is a 6 by 11. So the answer for this question will be the option number B, that is 6 by 11. So now the next question. Shagun started early in the morning on the road towards the sun. So we must know that rise of the sun from the eastern directions. So first mark the directions, that is this is the north, south, east and the west. So according to this we will travel. So Shagun started early in the morning on the road towards the sun. So towards the sun means towards the eastern direction. So this can be the east. Okay. So after some time she turned to her left. So while going in that direction towards left, that means here. So she turned the left. Again after some time she turned towards the right. While going the north she also turned right, again towards the east. Then after moving some distance she again turned towards right. Now it is at the right one, that means towards the south direction. Now this is the north, this again east. Now the south directions to her right and began to move. At this time in what direction was she moving? So towards the south direction. So answer will be the A1. Answer of the 8 is the A1, that is the south direction. So next question, 9th one. Gauhar is older than her cousin Muskan. Muskan's brother Viplav is older than Gauhar. When Muskan and Viplav visit Gauhar, they like to play chess. Muskan wins the game more often than the Gauhar. So we have to put it on the paper, that is the Gauhar is older than the Muskan. So we will draw in such a diagrammatic format which is so much easier. Gawhar is older than her cousin. That is this will be the Gawhar. Okay. Then cousin Muskan. So this is the Muskan. The age of the Gawhar is more than the Muskan. So Muskan's brother Viplo is older than the Gawhar. So Muskan's brother is also older than the Gawhar, that is a Viplo. So they are the. So when Muskan and Viplo visits Gawhar, so when both of them visits Gawhar, ठीक है, they likely to play the chess. Okay. So Muskan wins the game. Muskan often wins the game. Okay, victory. More than the Gawhar. Okay. So based on the above information, so we draw the information on a paper. Now based on the above information, 4 conclusions as given below have been made. Which one of the logically follows? Logically, which one of them is a logically follows from the information given below? So the first, A, that is a while playing chess with Gawhar and Muskan, Viplo often loses. So it is not said that the Viplo often loses. It is not the only what is the given is the Muskan play chess. Muskan wins the game more often than the Gawhar. Muskan wins the game more often than the Gawhar. Okay. Second is a Gawhar is the oldest among the 3. No, we know that the Viplo. So this statement is not the true one. Then the Gawhar hates the loss of the game. No. Muskan is the youngest of the 3. So from these 2, more correct answer is this one, that is the Muskan is the youngest of the 3, which is reflected from the diagram itself. That is the Viplo is the oldest one. That means D is the answer. That is the question number 10. So what it is actually given? So it is a ratio of radius of spherical ball and the radius of base of cylindrical tank is 2:3. So the ratio of radius is actually given. So radius of spherical ball, we will write the RS to the ratio of radius of cylindrical base, that is RC. This will be the 2/3. Okay, respectively. The height of cylindrical tank is equal to its radius of base. This is the next information is given, that is the height. So we will write HC, that is the height of the cylindrical tank. It is equal to the radius of the base, that is a RC. The curved surface area of cylindrical tank 308 centimeter square more than that of the spherical ball. So the surface area, that is the curved surface area of the cylindrical tank is 308 centimeter square more than the spherical ball. That is a spherical ball area. Okay. So these are the equations. So now we have to solve these equations. So for that purpose, we should know about what is the area of the sphere, what is the curved surface area of this cylindrical tank, and what is asked is the maximum volume of water in the cylindrical tank. So the three what we can say, the formulas we should know. That is the first, area of sphere, that is a spherical ball. Then area of curved surface of cylinder, and next is a volume of cylinder. So these are the 3 equations we should know about. So the first equation will be this 4 pi r square. This is the 4 pi r square. Then this area of the curved surface is a pi r square h, and volume of this one is the 2 pi r h and the pi r square h. So the curved surface area, this is pi r square h, and this is a 2 pi r h. Area of curved surface, yes, now it is right. So pi r square 2 pi r h, and the volume of cylinder is a pi r square h. So now we have to solve this. Is this one, that is the curved surface area of the cylinder. Curved surface area of cylinder tank is 308 centimeter square more than that of the spherical ball. That is this 2 pi r h, 2 pi r h, 2 pi r h is equals to 308 plus this 4 pi r square, 4 pi r square. And another information is actually given is this, that is the radius of the surface area is 2 by 3 rc. So I will write here, radius of the sphere to the radius of cylinder is the 2 by 3, and the radius of cylinder equals to the height of the cylinder. So it is given. So we will equate this in the given information. So this, so radius of sphere is equals to the 2 radius of cylinder upon 3. So that we will equate in the equation. Then the 2 pi rc h equals to the rc. So into the rc equals to 308 plus 4 pi into 2 rc upon 3 whole bracket square. So we will solve this. 308 plus 4 pi into 4 rc square upon 9. This equals to the 2 pi rc square. So this will 308 plus 16 pi rc square upon 9 equals to the 2 pi rc square. So this will come into the this side, 2 pi rc square minus 16 pi rc square upon 9 equals to 308. So the 9 दुनी 18 आणि 16 means 2 pi rc square upon 9 equals to 308. So this will come pi rc square equals to बे पंच 10 आणि बे चौक 8, 9 चौक 36, 6 3 9 5 45 46 48 8 4 9 1 9 4 13 1386. Pi rc square equals to the 1386, whereas now we have to find out the rc. So this pi rc square equals to 1386. Pi square equals to 1386. So now the rc square equals to the 1386 upon pi means 22 by 7 into 7 upon 22. That is 11 2 22, 11 11 2 22, 11 11 66. That is 126 into 7 by 2 equals to base 12 and base 6 into 7 equals to 9 into 7 into 7. So this will be the rc will be the root of this one equals to 3 into 7 equals to 21. So our rc will be the 3 into 7 equals to the 21. So what is asked? So asking volume of the water of the cylindrical tank, that is pi r square h. So what is volume? So this rc equals to the hc, that is the height. So this rc equals to the hc, that is a pi r square h equals to this pi into 21 square, h equals to the rc into 21, and this will definitely come in the last, as after solving this one, this will be the D answer. It is a 29106 centimeter square. So you have to solve this, and this will result in the option number D for the question number 10. Then the 11th question. So it is said, I have a few sweets to be distributed. If I keep 2 or 4 in a pack, I am left with 1. Okay, when 2 or 4 in pack, left with 1. Okay, when I keep 3 in a pack, I am left with none. So when there is a 3 in pack, left with none, that is 0. What is the minimum number of sweets I have to pack and distribute it? So when we look towards this, the given information from this question, it is reflected when we are dividing a particular number, suppose x, by 2 or the 4, remainder will come as 1. And when we divide that number by the 3, the remainder will be the 0. Okay, so we have to find such a number. So we have to find minimum number of the sweets I have to pack and distribute. So among these, let's divide first 25 by the 2 and the 4. So 25 divided by 2, definitely the 1 will be the remainder, that is a 12, and 25 divided by 4, definitely the 1. So this can be the answer. Next, they are asking the minimum number. So next is the 9 one. So 9, and is it the divided by 3, the 0? 25 divided by 3, no. So this cannot be the answer, wrong one. Okay, then the next 09. So when we talk about the 09, that is a 9 divided by 2, definitely remainder 1, and the 9 divided by 4, remainder 1, and the 9 divided by 3, remainder will be the 0. So this can be the answer, and they are asking the minimum number. And when we look towards the options available, we will see the 9 will be the least number. So 9 will be the answer. So the option number B. Examine the following. There are the certain statements is actually given. Now the first, only those who have a pair of spectacles can become the member of Special Eye Club. So they are talking about the Special Eye Club. Special Eye Club. And what is the condition? Only. It is mentioned the only those having the pair of spectacles. There is a requirement of the pair of spectacles. Then the next statement. This is the statement number 1. Some. It is mentioned the some, that only some need to be marked. Some members of the Special Eye Club have lenses as well. So they are a second statement, that is a some. That is this Special Eye Club is also having the lenses. Some member, not the all. Only the some. Not all. Next, those members who have lenses can take part in the ramp walk contest. Okay, so for the ramp walk, there is a condition of lenses. Okay, now let's move towards the question. Which one of the following conclusion? They are asking about the conclusion from the above statements can be drawn from the above statement. Now the first, all those who have a pair of spectacles are members of the Special Eye Club. All those who have a pair of spectacles are members of the Special Eye Club. We are also having the statement number 2 having the lenses as well. Okay, so this cannot be the answer. Okay, the next question, next statement is all members. There are all members of the Special Eye Club have a pair of spectacles, and it is true from the first statement. So those members having the pair of spectacles can only become this Special Eye Club members. So this is the true statement. All those who take part in the ramp walk contestant are members of the special. No, it is not. Only those having the lenses can take part in the this ramp walk, and not those having the spectacles. So this is the third statement is the wrong one. No conclusion can be drawn. No conclusion can be drawn. That is a B is the correct option. that all members of the special eye club have a pair of spectacles. Now the next question is the 13. So they are asking the directions for the question 13. Examine the following. There are the three figures is given and having the certain numbers, and it is following the specific pattern. Okay, so it is following the specific pattern. So the first one, it is a 432. If it is not visible properly, it is a 432, it is a 6, and then the 12. So it is a 1 4 4, it is a 4 and the 9, and then it is a 7 0 4, then the question mark and the 11 is actually given. So when such a numbers came in the problem, the first thing we should remember, majority of the times it is either a square or addition of certain squares, square addition, or number plus square addition, or square plus cube, or number plus cube addition. So this can be the majorly are the what we can say the tricks to solve such type of problems. So the here the first is the 4 3 2 6 and the 12. So it is 6 square plus 12 6 square multiplied by 12. 6 square multiplied by 12, that is a 36 multiplied by 12 or second 72, 7 remainder 36 आणि 7 43, it is a 432. So that means 6 square plus 12, that is a 36 into 12 is a 432. This is the first pattern. Okay, now the second one is a 144. So here 4 square into 9, that means 16 into 9 is a 144. So the same pattern will follow in the third one, that is this question mark. Suppose x square into 11 square into 11 will be the 704. So we have to look towards the options available is the 8, 16, 10 and the 12. So we have to take the these options 8, 16, 10 and the 12. So now the first option 704, that is a 8 square, that is 64 into 11, that is a 704. So 8 square into 11, that is 704. That means 8 will be the correct answer. Option number A of the 13. Then the next question is the 14th number. The question is 4 plus 9 is the 18, 5 plus 8 20 and 5 plus 6 15. So then they are asking the value of 8 plus 112. So again there is a certain pattern is actually followed here, which is, so here pattern is question number 1 is multiplied by number 2 divided by 2. So that is 4 into 9, 36 divided by 2 is the 18. Then second 5 plus 8, that is a 5 into 8 is a 40 divided by 2 20. The same manner 8 plus 112, that is a 8 into 112, that is 16 9 896 divided by 2, that is a 4 9 and 8, that is a 498. My mistake, that is a 4 becho card 4 and 8 is a 448. That is option number B. Okay, so the 14th question, option number B is the right answer. Now some elaborated question. So we have to give the first. So we have to decode this information, read the following passage and answer the question. So from the passage, based on the passage only. So these are the questions, some questions on the passage. So there are the 8 friends with the name A, B, C, D, E, F, G and the H sitting around a circular table. So they are sitting on the circular table facing the center. Okay. Moreover, each of them likes a different car. So there are the 8 cars are actually mentioned, and but not necessarily in the same order. So there is a certain information is actually given. So while solving such type of problems, what is need to take into consideration, that what is the exact information is given within the passage, that need to be taken into consideration in the first manner. So we will solve these 8 friends are sitting in the circular table facing the center. Okay, that is A, B, C, D, E, F, G and the H, and there are the 8 cars is actually mentioned. Okay, so the what is the exact information is given from the below statements. So the exact information, when we look towards it, there is a F who likes Ferrari cannot be an immediate neighbor of C. E does not like Scorpio. So the complete information is actually not given. So the exact information I found in the statement number this one. So whenever I go to write this one, this will be my first statement. It is a G does not like Mercedes or Scorpio, and D sits third to the left of G. The minimal and the exact information is given, that is a D sits third to the left of G, and G does not like Mercedes or the Scorpio. So here G facing towards the center and the D sits third to the left of G. So that need to be marked in a careful manner. Left of G, that means here, and the D seated here. And G does not like Mercedes or the Scorpio. G, so we will write here G does not like Mercedes or Scorpio. Okay. So the next information is C seat regarding the, we have to find out the next information regarding this D or the G. So to make in the link. So the next information, C sits second to the right of A and likes duster. There are only 2 persons between the A and the D. So it is mentioned there are only the 2 persons between the A and the D. So if we write A here, it will not solve our purpose. So only 2 persons means these are the 2 blanks. That means A will be here. Okay, that is 2 persons within the A and the D. And C sits second to the right of A. So he sits second to the right of A. This is the first and the second. That means C will be the here, right of A, and he likes duster. So C likes duster. Duster. Okay, the first car will be off. So the cars are Ferrari, then Ferrari, Volkswagen, then Fiat, then Safari, then Scorpio, then Mercedes, then Ambassador and Duster. Okay, so Duster is over. Okay, so Duster is the C1. Then the next part of the question. So the two C station and like the Duster. Okay, now the third option will be the E and G are immediate neighbors. E and G are the immediate neighbors. That means E will be here or the here one. Okay, there are the 2 options for the E. While D and F are also the immediate neighbors. D and F also immediate neighbors. But here is the C. That means F definitely will be here. Okay, are also immediate neighbors. B who likes Fiat. That means B who likes Fiat. Okay, so for the Fiat there will the B. B who likes Fiat sits third to the left of F. Third to the left of F. So here they are asking the third. That means B. Third to the left of F. And B likes the Fiat. Okay, then the next statement will be last one. The person who likes ambassador is sitting to the right of person who likes duster. So duster is the C1, so sitting right of the person, that means D likes the ambassador, so the ambassador will be the D1. Okay, then the son H likes safari. H likes safari is on the immediate right of a person who likes Ferrari. So F likes, so H likes safari, and who is the immediate right of person who likes Ferrari. So Ferrari is the F. F is a Ferrari, that means F, and then the H. H means then H likes safari and is on the immediate right here. That means E is not here, E is will be the here, and here is the safari. So now the complete circle is actually generated. Okay, now we will see the questions. D likes which of the following car? So what is our, so they are asking about the D, that is the ambassador. So here actually ambassador is gone. Question number 15, answer will be the B1, that is ambassador. In the next question, how many persons are sitting between C and E when counted in the clockwise direction from the C? So that is clockwise direction, C, and how many persons are sitting between C and the E? There is only the 2 persons are seated in the clockwise direction. That means answer will be the B1, that is 2. Okay, then next question, Mercedes is liked by who among the following? So we have to again go towards our this chart, that is Mercedes is liked by the who among the following. Again, so we have to write the all the regarding these vehicles. So we have to complete this information regarding the vehicles and assign this one what the number of persons. So the F likes Ferrari, Volkswagen. So G do not like the Scorpio and the Mercedes. That means for the G remaining will be the Volkswagen. G will remain only the Volkswagen. So that means G is the Volkswagen, because only the one car is remaining from this, cancelling the Scorpio and the Mercedes, because G do not like the Scorpio and the Mercedes, that only the car, that is a Volkswagen. Now the next is the how to find this Scorpio and the Mercedes. So what is the statement regarding the Mercedes? G does not like Mercedes and the Scorpio. E does not like Scorpio. So it is mentioned that E does not like Scorpio and E is remaining. So that means Mercedes will be assigned to the E and the remaining will be the Scorpio, that is A. Because in the first statement it is given that E does not like Scorpio. As G does not like Mercedes and the Scorpio, that means only the one answer is remaining, that is Volkswagen, assigned to the G. Then in the first statement it is mentioned E does not like Scorpio. So if E does not like Scorpio, that means only the one option is remaining, that is Mercedes assigned to the E and the Scorpio to the A. So A is a Scorpio, E to the Mercedes and G to the Volkswagen. Now it is complete. So now we can solve all the questions remaining one, that is the Mercedes is liked by who among the following? So the Mercedes is by the E. So the correct option will be the E1. That is the A option. Then next, then the question number 18, that is if Ferrari is related to Scorpio in a certain way, if Ferrari is related with the Scorpio in a certain way, Duster is related to the Volkswagen in the same way. Which of the following Fiat is related with the same way? So there is a pattern they are asking. That is a Ferrari and the Scorpio. So the Ferrari and the Scorpio is in the opposite directions. Okay, so Ferrari and the Scorpio is in the opposite directions. Then the same way, that is a duster is related to the Volkswagen. They are in the opposite directions. That means they are asking about the Fiat is related to the same way. That is a Fiat. So the same will be the this one. That is a H and the Safari. So answer will be the Safari. Option number D1 of the 18. Then the next, what is given? The sum of two numbers is 54. Let's take a number that is and the larger number is x, which is given. So x plus y equals to the 54. The smaller number is increased by 75%. So this will be the smaller number. So if the increase by the 75%, that is y plus 75 y upon 100. It becomes, so this will result in the 18 less than the 2 times of the larger number. So larger number is x, it's a 18 less than the 2 times of the larger number. So this will be the equation, and what is asked, that is the sum of the reciprocals of the two numbers. So first we have to find out the numbers. So how to find? So now this will the 25 त्रिक 75 25 चौक 100 4y. This is a 7y upon 4 equals to the 2x minus 18. So this will be the 7y equals to 8x minus 18 चौक 72 72. So the equation will be the 8x minus 7y equals to 72. So there are the two equations are there. First this one and this. So let's multiply this by the 7, that is the 7x 7y, and then this will be the then 7 चौक 28 8 48 2 7 36 37 378. Yes. So now add this equation in this one, that is 8x minus 7y equals to 72, and this is the 7x plus 7y equals to 378. So addition, this will be the this cancellation 15x equals to 450. X will be the 30. So if x will be the 30, then y equals to, in the first equation, y equals to the 24. So what they asked, there is a sum of the reciprocals of the two numbers. So what will be the sum of these reciprocals? So it will be the 1 upon 30 plus 1 upon 24. So what will the, after solving this, 24 plus 30 upon 24 into 30, this will be equal to the 54 upon 24 into 30. 6 9 54 6 35 3 त्रिक 9 3 8 24. That is a 3 upon 3 by 40. So answer will be the D1. So question number 19, answer will be the D. So now the next question is regarding the passage. The passage number 5, that is justice is the first virtue of social institution. So it is majorly related with the justice as a theory, and it is a system of thought. A theory, however elegant and economical, must be rejected or revised if it is untrue. That means this theory need to be analyzed from time to time. Okay. So no matter how efficient and well arranged, must be reformed or abolished if they are the unjust. So they are arguing laws, institution, if they are unjust, that need to be reformed. So they cannot override. For this reason, justice denies that the loss of freedom for some is made. Loss of freedom for some is made right by a greater good shared by the others. Okay. Justice denies that the loss of freedom. That means this is a highlighting statement. Justice denies the loss of freedom. So there is a highest importance of the freedom for the justice. It does not allow the sacrifice imposed for a few, however by the largest sum. These are the given. So not subject to the political bargaining or to the calculus of the social interest. Okay. Then analogous to as injustice is tolerable only when it is necessary to avoid even greater injustice. So it is mentioned that sometimes injustice is tolerable if it is actually rejecting the certain amount of greater injustice. So being the first virtue of human activity, truth and justice are the uncompromising. So it is meant that these are the two virtues which are required at any cost. So the primacy is given to the justice, and no doubt they are expressed strongly. So it is necessary to work out with the theory of justice in the light of which the assertion to be independent and the assessed. So the majority of the passage is talking about the justice, and what is required, there is a freedom to the individual. So passage is the justice theory. So it is talking about there is a requirement of the freedom to the individual, and it is also talking about the sometimes injustice is need to be tolerable if it is denies the higher amount of injustice. So the first, and they are the tools of the political bargaining. So freedom is not subject to the political bargaining. So what is the question? Which one of the following is they are asking about the most logical and the rational inference implied in the passage itself. So they are asking major reference of the passage, that is freedom is not subject to the political bargaining. Okay, sometimes injustice is tolerable to the humans. Definitely it is also mentioned that injustice is tolerable if it is denies larger injustice. Okay, so the unjust institution must be reformed. Definitely it is also the mentioned laws, institutions must be reformed. So these are the mentioned within the passage. Freedom is a precondition for the justice. So they are asking the most logical and the rational inference from the passage. These are the some aspects which is actually mentioned within the passage, but the logical and the most important is it is talking about the freedom. There is a requirement of the freedom, okay, because it is a precondition for the justice. So that's why answer will be the question number 20, D1. Next question also from the same passage. According to the passage, which one of the following is a reason for acceptance of unjust condition? So we have already talked. So we have to accept injustice in sometimes if it is actually rejecting the greater injustice. So it is mentioned within the first that when a such condition prevent to greater injustice. So it is directly mentioned within the passage itself. So answer will be the question number 21, A option. So next questions on the passage. There is a particular set of problems that all people face. That means they are talking about that some problems which are faced by the all. Okay, so problems that are direct result of fact that are allowed, lives or carried out in finite space and time. What should we do and live undone in a day or a decade? What degree of maze should we embrace and how much order is excessive? That scientists have been grappling with and in many cases solving the equivalent of these everyday dilemmas. How should a processor allocate its attention to perform all that the user asks of it with the minimum overhead and least amount of time? When should it switch between different tasks and how many tasks should it take on the first place? So what is the best way for it is to use limited memory resources? Should it collect more data or take an action based on the data already has? Seizing the day might be a challenge for humans, but computers all around us are seizing milliseconds with ease, and there is much we can learn from the how they do it. So it is talking about the problems which are faced by the some, and there are the certain solutions given by the computer which we need to understand from it. So question will be regarding the which of the following statement sums up the passage given above. So the first statement is regarding the optimization in an insurmountable optimization is an insurmountable challenge for mankind. Okay, humans and computers share similar conundrums. Then the next is the resource constraints of computers outnumber those of ordinary humans. So all these things is actually mentioned within the passage itself. That humans and computers similar. So that's why the what we can see, and it is also asking about the statement based sums of the passage given below. That is all these three statements sums of the passage that all people face similar, but the major is related with the all people face the similar problems, which is actually mentioned in the first line itself. There is a particular set of problems that all people face, and there are mentioned these are the various problems faced by the people. That's why the major the best answer for this question will be the question number 22, that is a D option, that is all people face similar problems. The next question is regarding laughter is usually immediate and unpredicted reaction. So there is a reaction, that is a laughter. Normally the explosion follows whatever it is that makes the laugh as promptly or even more promptly as the sneeze follows the snuff, and it is almost short lived. Laughter is short lived. It is wholly bound up with the present moment, so it is related with only the present moment. While we laugh all thoughts of what lies behind and before us fade into the background. That means it takes the precedence. Provides the feed is the free and the hearty enough. We are defenseless. Laughter does not agree with any stress exercise. We are not ready for the physical combat as long as we laugh. The serious long-term business of life recedes from our minds and attention is focused on what goes on here and now. All energies are absorbed in the enjoyment of the present. All other activities are interrupted. We do nothing else. We laugh. So majority it is talking about the laughter and its benefits for the health and what it actually creates, the differences and why it is important. So the question is regarding which of the following is the most logical and essential message. So what is the message is given by the above passage, as majorly the passage is talking about the laughter and its benefits. So one cannot laugh in a premeditated and the prepared fashion. Okay, so it is mentioned to avoid getting into physical fight one should laugh regularly. Okay, laughter can be used as a mask the painful memories of life. Okay, so it is actually said that it goes in the background. The joy of laughing diminishes all ongoing issues of life, even if momentarily. Definitely it is actually vanishes for a particular period of time, and this can be the answer. So the most logical and essential message that definitely these are the benefits, but the major benefit of this joy of laughing diminishes all ongoing issues. That is a reason why we laugh. That's why the happiness club is also the coming within the society, and that was the reason. So the best option will be the D. So again the passage question. So passage number 8 is majorly talking about the climate related Paris Agreement, that is the year 2023 was the hottest on the record, with the increase in the Earth's surface temperature nearly crossing the critical threshold of the 1.5 degrees Celsius, which is actually mentioned in the Paris Agreement. Then the climate change intensifies heat waves, droughts, wildfires. Planet should be pushed toward the 1.48 degrees Celsius as a pre-industrial benchmark. So here all days over 1 degree warmer than the pre-industrial period. The temperature during the 2023 likely exceed those of any period in the last 1 lakh years. Nearly half the years exceed 1.5 degrees Celsius limit in 2024. Some scientists predict it does not mean the world has failed to meet the Paris Agreement target of capping the global warming under that threshold that would occur only after several successive years above the 1.5 degrees Celsius benchmark, and even then the 2015 treaty allow for the possibility of reducing Earth's temperature after a period of overshoot. So definitely the whole passage is talking about the climate impact and what we have agreed in the Paris climate deal. What are the achievements we need to be followed in the upcoming years. So question will be is on the which one of the following statement best implies the most logical corollary to the passage, as the passage is majorly talking about the this Paris Agreement. Now the first option is the achieving Paris Agreement targets to keep temperature within threshold. Definitely it is mentioned throughout the passage that what is our target of this century. Introducing technology to reduce the earth's surface temperature and reverse climate change. Nowhere in the passage actually mentioned this one. Okay, then keeping temperatures within the 1.5 threshold here onwards. Okay, so it is also mentioned ensuring deindustrialization to reduce the global temperature. It is nowhere actually mentioned, so that's why the best answer for this question is the option number A, that is Paris Agreement targets, which is actually mentioned. So the question number 24. The LCM and the HCF of two expressions is actually given are this one and this. That the LCM and the HCF is actually given respectively, and one of the expression is the x square plus 3x plus 2. Find the other. So is what is mentioned, there are the two expressions. Suppose there are the A and B and their LCM HCF is given. So we have to follow the next expression. So the best way to answer this type of questions is multiply the numbers or the expressions with their LCM versus HCF. So put this in the bracket that the expression given is the x square plus 3x plus 2 equals to multiplied by A multiplied by this one equals to LCM into the HCF, that is x square plus 6x plus 8 x plus 1 multiplied by x plus 1. Okay, so we have to further simplify this, that is A into x square plus 3x plus 2. The simplification of this one will be the breakup A, that is a x square so better factor is the x plus 1 multiplied by x plus 2, because this 3 equals to 2 into 1, this 2 into 1, okay, and 2 plus 1 is the 3 1. Okay, in the same manner this x square plus 6x plus 8, this 8 need to be further clarified into 4 into 2 and 4 plus 2 is the 6 1. So the factors will be the x plus 4 and the x plus 2 multiplied by x plus 1 into x plus 1. Okay, so we have to cancel it. So this x plus 1 and x plus 2 will be cancelled with the this x plus 2 and the x plus 1. So we are going to cancel this one and this one from the left hand side and the right hand side. So what remains for the A? So now the A equals to x plus 4 and the x plus 1. So the answer will the multiplication, that is the x square plus x plus 4x plus 4, that is x plus 4x is a 5x, that is a x square plus 5x plus 4. So option number A. So how to factor or simplify this one, so that I am going to tell you. This equation, that is this x square plus 6x plus 8. So we have to factorize this 8 in such a manner that 8 into multiplication of this and its addition should be the middle number. So how to factorize 8? That is either 4 into 2. So this 8 ones are 8, that is 4 into 2 and addition will be the 6 1. So the factorization will be the x plus 4 and the x plus 2. So this is the further factorization of this equation. So again there is a problem. Rahman earns a profit of 25% on selling a knife at 40% discount on the printed price. The ratio of cost price and the printed price they are actually asking. So what is mentioned? Rahman earns profit. So the percentage profit is actually mentioned, that is a 25%. Okay, on the selling price. 25% on the selling price. Okay, after selling for a particular amount, that profit will be the 25%. And what is the printed price? So Rahman's printed price is the 40%. Okay. So Rahman is actually giving 40% discount on the printed price. That if the price will be the, suppose 100 rupees, which is actually printed, giving the 40% discount, that means selling for the 60 rupees. Okay. So they are asking about the ratio of cost price and the printed price. So this will, the 40% discount means the 60% of the printed price is actually the selling price. The 60% of the printed price is actually the selling price. Why? Because the 40% discount is actually given on the printed price. Okay, so the selling price will be the here 60% only, minus, that means 100 minus this 40%, and this selling price is equals to 60% means 60 upon 100 into the printed price, that will be the 3 upon 5 printed price is equals to the selling price. So what will be the selling price? So selling price having the 25% discount, that means, and that discount is on the cost price. Okay, so cost price plus discount. So the cost price plus 25% of upon 100. Okay, so this will be the equal one, because this is nothing but what? Selling price, SP, with the 25% discount, that is a discount will be on the cost price. There is a 25% of the cost price. Okay, so the further this one I will write here. So the printed price 3 upon 5 of the printed price equals to cost price plus 25% of the cost price equals to CP plus 25 upon 100 CP equals to 4. That means 4 1 आणि 1. So the 5 CP upon 4. So here what we have discussed, that is 3 upon 5 of the, that is a printed price equals to 5 CP. So now the ratio they are asking regarding cost price and the printed price. So the ratio of the cost price and the printed price, that means 3 upon 5 multiplied by 4 upon 5. This will go into this side, that is the cost price upon the printed price. So now the ratio will be the this one, that is a 12 upon 25, that is a cost price and the printed price, that is the 12 upon 25. That means option number B. That is a 12 is to 25. So we directly put into the this equations, that is printed price is giving with the 40% of the discounts. So the after 40% discount, this is nothing but the selling price of the article. Okay, and that selling price will be the now the 60% after cancellation of this 40% on the discount. So the 60% of the printed price. So 60% of the printed price is nothing but the selling price. And what is the on the selling price? What is actually given? That is a 25% discount. Okay, on selling a knife then this 25% discount is nothing but given on the cost price. 25% discounts is nothing on the cost price. There is a cost price plus 25% of the cost price. Okay, so that will be the directly equation. So let's move on the next question. Three friends start running on a circular path. Three friends start running on a circular path of a park F1, F2 and the F3. F1, F2 and the F3. Complete one round in a 30 minutes, 45 minutes and the 15 minutes respectively. So F1 takes the 30 minutes to complete the round, F2 takes the 45 minutes to complete the round, and F3 takes the 15 minutes to complete the round. Okay, then how many times they meet in 6 hours excluding the time they start? So it is asked. So the directly to solve this type of question is to calculate the LCM of this one. LCM of this one, that is 30 minutes, 45 minutes and 15 minutes. After looking towards it, we can say there is a 90 because every this number is can divide the 90. So 30, that is a 3 and the 5, that is a 90. So after every, what we can say that LCM, that is after every 90 minutes they are going to meet with the each other on a circular path. After every 90 minutes, after starting from this point, this F1, F2 and F3 will be at the same position. Okay, so what they are asking, how many times they meet in the 6 hours? How many times they are going to meet in the 6 hours? So this 6 hours we need to convert into the minutes, that is 6 into the 60, that is 60 minutes per hour. It is a 360 minute. So within the 360 minutes they are asking how many times they are going to meet with the each other. So this 360 will be divided by the 90 because after every 90 minutes they are going to meet with each other at least once. So the answer will be the 4 times. Now the answer will be this option number B, that is 4-1. So the next problem is regarding the monthly average salary paid all the employees of a company was rupees 12,000. The monthly average salary paid to the male and the female employees was rupees 14,000. So the sum information is actually given 14,000 and the 10,000 respectively. So the monthly average salary of whole company is actually given is a 12,000. Okay, then the monthly average salary paid to the male members. So this monthly average salary paid to the male members is 14,000 and the monthly average salary is paid to the female members is this 10,000. So what they are asking, then the percentage of males employed in the company is. So this monthly average salary is nothing but that total salary divided by total number of male and female, male plus female. It is a total salary. This average salary is total salary of male members divided by number of male members and is total salary of female members divided by number of female members. So suppose we are taking this male members as M and female members as the F1. So let's put this in the equation, that is this total salary is equals to this 12,000. So the total salary will be the 12,000 into total number of male plus female members is equal to this 14,000 plus this 10,000 of number, that is 14,000 of total number of male members plus 10,000 of total number of female members. So after solving this equation, that is this 12,000 m plus 12,000 f equals to 14,000 m plus 10,000 f. Okay, so this left and right side, after solving this one, when this come into the this side, it will come into the 2,000 male equals to the 2,000 female salary. So this 2,000 and the 2,000 will be the cancelled. That means here female members are coming equal to the male members. That means what we can say, there are the equal numbers of the male and the female within the institution. So they are the 50% each. So will be the right answer will be the option number C of question number 28. Then the question number 29. When all the soldiers of a battalion are made to stand in a row of 45. So the row of 45 members, then 55 such rows are actually formed. So with the 45 members in one row, then how many rows are formed? 55 rows are formed. Okay, so the total number of members will be the 45 into the 55. 45 into the 55. The number will be 2475. Okay, these are the total number of members. Okay, what is the next information? If the soldiers are made to stand in a row of 25. So from the 45, now the each row will contain the 25 soldiers. So they are asking how many such rows can be formed. So now they are asking the number of rows with the 25 soldiers in each row. So the number of rows will be the, this total numbers will be divided by the 25, that is 2475 will be divided by the 25 is equal to this is 25, 9s are 225, remaining is the 25, 5, 2, 4, 2, 225, again 99. So the answer will be the 99. That means option number C. Question number 29, option number will be the C, that is a 99. So question number 30. All the 6 faces of a cube. So question is regarding the cube of a 6 different colors, that is orange, indigo, silver, saffron, beige and the grey. It is mentioned. So some information is actually given and we have to following the we have to find out the faces which are colored. So let's draw the cube first. So this will be the bottom side. Okay, this will be the front side, this will be the back side, this will be the top side, this will be the side view of one, and what we can say, this is a side 2. Okay, so these are the 6 sides of the cube which we actually marked. Now we are going to put the information on this block. So what is the information available? Saffron face is opposite to the orange face. So take any one. So let's take the in the front. That is a saffron is opposite of the orange face. So in the back there will be the orange. Saffron face. So first information is the mark one. So the silver face is between saffron and the orange faces. Silver is between the saffron. There are the 4 sides now. So this can be the anything from the 4. So this is not the complete information which are utilized. Gray face is adjacent to the beige face. So gray is adjacent to the beige. Indigo face is adjacent to the gray face. So again there is a indigo. So there are the 2 faces adjacent to the one, that is a gray to the gray, there are the two faces, that is the beige and the indigo is actually mentioned. That means these two faces we can say that are the in the opposite, that is the beige is opposite of the indigo because they are both adjacent to the a particular face. In the next information, saffron face is at the bottom. So saffron is actually given in the bottom. This information we have to, saffron is actually mentioned in the here, the saffron, that means in the top there will be orange because they are the opposite in the direction, the orange. Okay, and the beige and the indigo will be in the opposite direction between the saffron and the orange. So which face is opposite to the silver? So it is mentioned that is the beige and the indigo are the adjacent to the gray, that means they are in the opposite. So that's why the remaining sixth one will be opposite in the gray itself and remaining silver will be the silver. That means opposite of the silver there will be the gray one. Option number C. Again I am going to explain that first we actually draw the cube, then we are mentioning the information that is saffron is face is at the bottom. So we wrote the saffron is at the bottom, then what is this will be the first, this will be the second, that is saffron face is opposite to the orange, that means orange is at the top. Okay, the two information is actually given. Then the next is a gray face is adjacent to the beige face and the indigo face is adjacent to the gray face. That means there are the two colors which are adjacent to the gray, that means that two colors are in the opposite directions. Okay, because this is actually filled one, top and the bottom, that's why remaining four are the available. So this will be the in the opposite direction, this beige and the indigo. Okay, silver face is between saffron and the orange face, so remaining is the silver one. Okay, that is the sixth and that will be the opposite in the gray. So the answer of this one, question number 30, is the B, that is the C option, that is gray one. Then the question number 31. So pointing to a boy in a photograph, Simi said, he is the only son of the only child of my grandfather. How Simi is related to that boy? So it is basically a relation that we need to be draw. That is, suppose this is a grandfather, okay, their only son and what Simi is saying, he is the only son of only child of my grandfather. So grandfather is only one child, so that means there is a relative this is Simi, there is another person, okay, a boy in the photograph. So these are the asking relation of these two one. Okay, this is a grandfather, this is the only son of grandfather, that is a father of this Simi or this person, this boy. So how Simi is related to that boy? That is a sister. Option number B1. These two are the brother and the sister relationship with this from this person. So the next question, question number 32. So what is given? A sum of rupees 299 is divided between the A, B and the C in the ratio 1:2, 2:3 and the 3:4. Find the sum of B. So directly we can put this in the our equation, that is 1/2x plus 2/3x plus 3/4x equals to 299. So making equal of their denominator 2, 3, 4, that is 12. So this will be the 6x. So this will be the 3 chok 12, that is the 8x, and this will be the 4, 4 3 12, 3 3 9x. So denominator will be the 12 equals to the 299. Okay. Now addition of this one, 8 8 16, 17 and 17 7. 17 7, that is 23. 23x upon 12 equals to the 299. So the x equals to 299 multiplied by 12 divided by 23. This is equal to the 23 ones are 23 and the 23 twos are 69. So 12 into 12. So this is 144. 12 into 12, it is a 144. So that this information we need to put into the our equation. So they are asking about the B. So this is from the A, this is B, and this is the C. So 144, that is 2 by 3 x. So the 2 upon 3 into 144. So 3 चौक 12, 3 8 24, 8 2 16 7 चलेगा 4 2 8 1 9 96. This is not the 144. This is actually 23 ones are 23, 23 threes are. So it is a 13. So it is a 13 into 12. So it is a 13 into 12. So they are asking about the B. So B will be 2 upon 3 into 13 into 12. So 3 चौक 12, 4 2 8, 13 into 8, 8 3 24 4 चले 2, 8 1 9 10, 104. So answer will be the option number A, that is a 104. So in this way you can find the this ABC number, okay, while putting this value of x, that is a 13 into 12, which can be 13 26 6 4 2 13 13 14 15 156. So 156 you can put in any of this, then you will find the answer of all the three numbers. Question number 33. So let's move on towards the question number 33. So again, as I said, in the number series there can be the either square, cube, addition of the squares, addition of the some cubes, and in a or what we can say, addition of the two numbers and subtraction or addition of subtraction of the third or addition of the third one. So this can be the patterns majorly related to the squares and cubes of the numbers. So here let's see the numbers. It is 1, this is 4, and this is 27. This is 27, 25 and 4. Okay, so this is 55, 256. This is 108, 107 and the 1, and here is the question mark. So now let's find out the relation between these numbers. So what is the relation between these numbers is here 1. So 108 minus 107 equals to 1. Okay, so this can be the, so here 4 minus 1 equals to 3 and 27 is mentioned. So this 27 is the 3 cube is the 27. That means here difference and its cube is the third number. Let's find relation between this one, that is the 27 25. 27 minus 25 equals to 2 and 2 square is equals to the 4. That means here the square one. So here the same will be applied. So in the cross what we can say, 1 cube is the 1. In the cross it is a in the cross it is a square relation. Okay, 1 square is the 1 and the 2 square is the 4, whereas in this manner, in this opposite direction, 3 square is a 27. In the same manner this will emerge. This is a 1 raised to, so 55. So what will be the, here is a 55 minus x equals to what is mentioned is a 256. So here 1 raised to 2 is a 1, 3 raised to 3 is a 3, 2 raised to 2 is a 4. So here will be the 55 minus x is a, this is nothing but what, 4 raised to 4, that is 4 4 4 4 4 चुक 16 and 4 चुक 16, that's definitely 4 raised to 4. So this will be the 4 raised to 4. So here the difference between 55 and this number will be the 4 1. So answer will be the 55 minus 51, that is a B option. So what is the logic in this, that what we are actually doing, so we are taking a difference between these two numbers and we are raising the same number in the exponent, that is 1 raised to 1. Sorry, 1 raised to 1. So here the difference is the 3. So we are giving the 3 raised to 3. So here the difference is the 27 and the 25 is the 2. So the 2 raised to 2, that is the 4. In the same manner, here the difference will be the 4 and 4 raised to 4 will be the 256. So the question number 23, the answer will be the B1, that is 51. Then the question number 34. So we have to draw the Venn diagram for this purpose to mention all these things. So the first statement, that all the tigers are leopard. So this is for the tigers, and all the tigers what is mentioned are the leopard. So this is for the leopard. No leopard is an elephant. So no leopard is an elephant, that means separate for the elephant. So what is the conclusions? So first conclusion, some tigers are leopard. Some tigers are leopard. Definitely all the tigers are leopard. That means this can be the true one. No tiger is an elephant. So definitely no tiger is an elephant. They are the complete different set. So second statement is also the true one. So what are the conclusions we can draw? Both 1 and 2. That means question number 34 answer will be the both 1 and 2, that is a C option. 1 and 2 follows. So you have to draw the Venn diagram for this purpose. So now the question number 35. So again it is a relation. So Aryan and Bipasha are married couple. So we have to draw again diagram. Aryan and Bipasha are the married couple. So we are making a plus and the minus for deriving the genders. Our married couple Shamal and Yogesh are brothers. Shamal and the Yogesh are brothers. So I am making plus sign as a brothers and this cross sign as a married couple. Okay. Shamal is the brother of Aryan as well. Shamal is the brother of Aryan as well. Okay. So plus sign between the Aryan and the Shamal. So how is Yogesh related to the Bipasha? That means these three persons are brothers and Aryan is the husband of the Bipasha. So how is Yogesh related to the Bipasha? So they are asking the relation between the Yogesh and the Bipasha. So that is answer will be the A. The brother-in-law. Okay, dear. Relation with the brother-in-law. So question number 35 answer will be the A1. So again the number series, again we have to find out what is the which one is the incorrect in the series given below. Question number 36 they are asking the incorrect number from the above series. So again we are going to either in such a number series what is the relation, either we have to follow the difference between the numbers, then the addition, either a multiplication or what we can say the square and the again cube and their additions majorly. So here 9, 10, 14, 26 and the 39. So 9 is the square of the 3. 3 square is the 9. So what we can say the 10. 10 is a 3 square plus 1 we can say. So 3 square plus 1 is a 10. What we can say about the 14? So 14 is a 3 square plus 5. So how we can differentiate the 3 square plus 1 square plus 2 square equals to the 14. That is 9 plus 1 plus 4. This is a 14. Okay. So next after 14, so we are deriving 3 square plus what we can say the 0 square. 0 square, 1 square, then the 2 square. Now the 3 square. So that means 3 square plus 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square. So this is 9 plus 1 plus 4 again 9. Now 18, 19, 20 and 23. So this should be the 23. But here what is written is a 26. So let's see are we going to follow the same logic for the 39 as well? So for the 39, is it 3 square plus 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square? So this is 9 plus 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus 16. So 9 plus 1 10 plus so on 9 25 आणि 4 29. Definitely it is a 39. So same logic will follow with the 39 as well. Definitely the wrong, incorrect. They are asking the incorrect number within the series, and that incorrect number will be the 26th one. So the information is given. The islands P, Q and R are on a straight line. Island R is between P and the Q. The distance between P and Q is 250 km, and the distance between P and Q is 25% more than the distance between R and the Q. So how is P from the R? So let's draw the straight line. Okay. So the P, Q and R are on a straight line. Island R is between the P and the Q. So here P, Q and somewhere is the R. Okay. The distance between P and Q is a 250 km. So this complete distance is 250 km. Okay. And the distance between P to Q is 25% more than the distance from R to Q. So this distance is 25% more than this distance. So suppose this distance is the x1. Okay, so 250 km is 25% of x plus x, which is 25% more than the x, that is the R and the Q distance, which is actually mentioned. P and the Q is 25% more than the distance from the R to Q. Suppose R to Q distance is x kilometer. So what will be the total distance is 25% more than this one. So after solving this, it will be the 125x upon 100 is 250. So 100 goes here. So the 250 multiplied by 100 divided by 125. So here 2 and the 200. So that means x will be the 200. So this distance will be the 200 km. And then after subtracting this 200 km from the 250, so this distance will be the 50 km. So the P to R and the R to Q distance. So now they are asking how far P to R. That means distance, that is a 50 km. So the option number A, that is a 50 km for the question number 37. Now the question number 30. So again some information is actually given. That is, two bikes pass each other in a same direction and the difference of their speed is 180 km per hour. That means A bike is here. After 1 hour, B bike is here. This difference is 180 km. So the difference between the speed of these bikes is 180 km. That means one bike is ahead of the another per hour by 180 km. So they are asking about how long they would take to be 4 km apart. त्यांनी काय दिलंय की दोन बाईक मधला डिफरन्स 180 किलोमीटर पर अवरचा, म्हणजे एका तासात एक बाईक समजा 10 किलोमीटर जात असेल तर दुसरी 180 किलोमीटर जास्ती जाईल, दॅट इज 190 किलोमीटर. ठीक आहे. विचारलंय फॉर द 400 किलोमीटर. सो डायरेक्टली वी आर गोइंग टू व्हॉट 180 सॉरी this 400, they are asking about the 400 kilometer apart divided by this 180. So this will gone 2 9 18 20 आणि 20 divided by 9, that is 9 दोन्ही 18 19 20 9 दोन्ही 18 19 20 2.22 hour. So for being 400 kilometer apart, these both the bikes will require 2.22 hours. ठीक है. That means option number A, question number 38, option number A, that this bike will require the 2.2 hours to become apart by 400 kilometer. Now the next question. Question number 39. The ratio between the speed of A and B is 4:3. So the ratio is actually given between the speed. So we know the speed equals to formula of speed, that is a distance upon time. So the ratio between the speed of A and B is 4:3. So S of A upon S of B is equals to 4/3. Okay. So B takes 44 minutes to reach the destination. So the B takes 44 minutes to reach the destination. How much time A take to reach the same destination? So it is what is mentioned, the same destination. That means this distance is the similar one. So suppose distance, what we can take, there is a D. That means time will be different. So suppose time of the S1. So SA upon, so speed A equals to distance upon time of A, then the speed of B equals to distance upon time of B. So divide this. So what will happen? Speed of A upon speed of B equals to, this will go in the upward, that is distance upon time of A multiplied by time of B upon distance. So this distance will be cancelled. Therefore, what will happen? Speed of A upon speed of B equals to time of B upon time of A. So what is the speed of A and the speed of B, which is actually given, that is a 4/3. So I will write this here, that is 4/3 equals to time of B. So time of B is actually given, that is a 44 minute. Okay. So the 44 upon time of A, and they are asking the time of A. Therefore time of A is equal to 44 into 3 upon 4. So this will be 11 33. That is a 33 minute. So the time required to complete the distance by the A having the same distance is in the 33 minute. So 33 minute, that is a C will be the correct answer. So question number 39, C will be the correct answer. On to the next one. So the passage questions 40 and the 41, there are the two questions on the same passage. So let's read the passage. The problem of evil is one that taxed human thought evolved various and conflicting solutions. To the rationalist who does not believe in anything not material, the problem does not exist. For the rationalist, problem does not exist. Everything is in nature. So you need to mark as the result of evolution. Nature is blind and unintelligent and has therefore no conception of good or evil. No conception of good or evil. The conception belongs to the human mind. That means good of and the evil conception is completely belong to the human mind and is the result of the social sense and the ideas of pleasure and the pain. That means this good and the evil concept is completely derived from the pleasure and the pain and our social senses in the human being by a perfectly intelligible natural process. It is a man who believe in intelligence as governing and developing the world. So what the men believe, that is the intelligence is actually governing and the developing the world. The problem exists, why did evil come into existence and what is its purpose? The unwillingness of the devout soul to admit that evil can have existence in God. There is a unwillingness of the devout soul admit that evil can exist in the God. So what is mentioned led to the variation of the this theory. This theory said that the evils are also present in the God, which sees a double control in the world. God as principle of good and Satan as a principle of evil. So this is the theory which actually mentioned that the God as the principle of good and the Satan is the principle of evil. Those who regard to the belief in the existence of an intelligent evil power as superstition find the origin of the evil in a man who abuses his freedom and by his revolt and the self will give birth to the sin. And the self will give birth to the sin. This solution solves nothing, for it does not explain why there should have been a possibility of evil at all. unless we limit our conception of God as the source and creator of all, that from which all proceeds. So this is the information. He is all proceeds from him. From what other source can it proceed? All exist in him. It is all exist in him. In what other being is continent can it exist? Therefore, evil must proceed from him. As good also proceed from the God, evil must also proceed from him. Evil must exist in him. Since he is all wise, for all knowledge is his, must exist for some wise and perfect purpose. That means what is the crux? That there is this Manichaean theory is actually mentioned, and good is evil from the God. Good is also evil from the God. This evil also emerging from the God itself. These are the two things which are actually mentioned within the majorly in the passage. So let's go for the question. So which of the following statement correctly describe the this theory is actually asking. Manichaean theory is given in the passage that we actually marked. So what is the theory in the passage? Led to the variations of the Manichaean theory, which sees a double control of the world, that is God as the principle of good and the Satan as the principle of evil. So this is a theory. So God has created the good in the world and man has created the evil. God is the source of both good and the evil in the world. The origin of the evil is in the man, abuses freedom. The evil emanates from the Satan and the good. This is not the theory. This is also not the theory. The last option, that is a D. It is the evil emanates from the Satan and the good emanates from the God. So that means the question 40 correct answer will be the D option. Next question on the same passage, that which of the following inference has been made about the nature in the above passage. So they are asking about the inference from which we can derive from the above passage. Now the first option, nature is indifferent to human needs and the want. Okay, nature does not have differentiation between the good and the bad. Nature is a neutral one. Okay, rationalists do not believe in the evolution of nature. Rationalists believe in the evolution of the nature. And last, that the nature acts like a God, often without any distinction. So what is the major inference from the passage of this one? Nature does not have the differentiation between the good and the bad, and it is actually mentioned. We actually marked also. Nature is blind and the unintelligent and has therefore no conception of the good or the evil. So that is actually mentioned. Nature is a completely neutral one. So it is given in the passage 10. There is a participation and empowerment are two significant strategies in organizational development. There are the two strategies. There is the participation and the empowerment. Most important outcome of the strategies are acceptance of the change. So this strategy on behalf of the employees and the enhanced performance. So this will be the result. As result, goal oriented behavior. So further, they also promote awareness about the organization, its structure, process, and increase the involvement. So awareness, involvement of the employees in the goal achievement process of the organization. Participation and empowerment also enhance the organizational citizenship. The benefits of adoption of these two practices may not be immediate, though it is a long term, that is awareness and the participation is a long term process, and it is a highly positive within the organizational culture. So it is the impact of this one, that is a awareness and the involvement. So what is the question? Is which among the following is the most rational inference from the above passage? They are asking. First, human resources are key in the development of the organization. Definitely they are key. Then we must set goal oriented behavior to promote the organizational development. Okay. The benefits of participation and empowerment trickle down slowly. Yes, it is a slow long term process. Higher participation of empowered employees led to the higher growth of the organization, as it is talking about participation and awareness and its trickle down effect on the organization, majorly passage. So the best answer of the question number 42 will be the D option. Is a higher participation of empowered employees led to higher growth in the organization. The record of India's achievement is not easy to dismiss, but is that the whole story an agreeable picture of country is a rapid march forward towards the development with justice will definitely not be comprehensive or even a balance. So definitely there are somewhat an amount of injustice within the Indian society, somewhat towards the weaker section. So account of what has been actually happening, indeed far from it, there are many major shortcomings and breakdowns, some of them gigantic, even though privileged groups and especially the celebrity media are often inclined to overlook them. We also have to recognize with clarity that the neglect or minimizing of these problems in public reasoning is tremendously costly, since democratic rectification depends crucially on the public understanding and widespread discussion of the serious problems that have to be addressed. So definitely there are the certain problems within the Indian society and that need to be addressed, because that injustice can harm to the complete society. And yes, definitely there are the certain achievements of India. So it is a question on the passage: which of the following statement can be described as the most logical and the essential message from the passage itself? So the records of achievements of India are incomplete without the shortcomings. Okay, public debate is imperative to address the issue of the country. Definitely it is. Many people tend to ignore the shortcomings of the country. No. Public understandings is limited. No debate occurs regularly. So best option will be the option number B, question number 43. That is, public debate is imperative to address the issues of the country, which is need of the hour as well. So the next passage number 12. The problem of discipline is really quite complex, because most of us think that through some form of discipline we shall eventually have freedom. Discipline is the cultivation of resistance, is it not? So discipline is the cultivation of resistance, is it not? By persisting, by building a behavior within ourselves against something which we consider wrong, we think we shall be more capable of understanding and being free to live fully. But that is not a fact, is it? Surely it is only when there is a freedom, and the real freedom to think, to discover, that you find out anything. So that means the whole passage is talking about some idea of the freedom, that is the absence of what we can say the restraints, development of the individual. So majority the passage goal is to highlight the importance of freedom. So it is the question: which of the following is the most crucial message from the above passage? True freedom of thought. Okay. Discipline and freedom are closely interrelated. Okay, we can live fully if we have discipline. No, freedom is actually, so throughout discipline we can achieve greater. So discipline we can achieve greater. So definitely the majority of the passage is talking about the freedom of thought. So best answer will be the question number 44, A1. That is the freedom of thought. True freedom of thought. There is freedom from the last line of the passage. This one. That is it is only when there is a freedom, real freedom to think, discover, that you can find out anything. So the next is a question number 45. 45. The literature is doomed if liberty of thought perishes. Not only is it doomed in any country which retains a totalitarian structure, but any writer who adopts the totalitarian outlook, who finds excuses for the persecution and the falsification of reality, okay, thereby destroys himself as a writer. Okay, so there is no way out of this. No tirades against individualism and the ivory tower. No pure platitudes to the effect that true individuality is only attained through identification with the community can get over the fact that a bought mind is a spoiled mind. Unless spontaneity enters at some point, or another, literary creation. So literary creation is definitely based on the spontaneity, is impossible, and language itself becomes something totally different from what is now. So we may learn separate literature creation from the intellectual honesty. Okay, so these are the certain keywords which is talking about the literacy and the intelligence of the individual. So the question on this passage is, which among the following is the most logical corollary from the above passage? Okay, a good writer must write against a totalitarianism. No, some writers find excuses to write for falsification of reality. Okay, good writing emanates from spontaneity and intellectual honesty. Definitely this is. So it is actually given within this process, that is the spontaneity and the intellectual honesty is essential for the good writing, which is mentioned here. So unless spontaneity, so this is the unless spontaneity and the intellectual honesty, we cannot write in a good manner. So the question number 45, answer will be the C option. So next question on the passage itself. So in 1972, India enacted Wildlife Protection Act, which introduced new spaces within the notified forest called the national parks, where the rights of the forest dwellers are removed. Rights are removed, vested with the state government. It also created wildlife sanctuary with the national park, so where only some permitted rights could be exercised. Some, okay, only some. So Project Tiger was the result of this development. Okay, the government created the to vouch face a part of India's forest for tiger-centric agenda. Beyond each CTH would be a buffer area. There is a core, a mix of forest and the non-forest land. But even though the latter had an inclusive, people-oriented agenda, the overall fortress conservation approach to protecting tigers replaced people who had coexisted with tigers for generation. Definitely the tigers are coexisting with the people from the generation, but because of this act there are the certain restrictions on their activities. So what is the question? So based on the above passage, the following assumptions have been made. There are the two assumptions actually given, so we have to find out which are the most correct one. So the first, species can only be protected within the fortress conservation approach. Tigers conservation is not possible in the presence of human being in the vicinity. So the both of these statements are the wrong one. Definitely the tigers conservation is possible with the presence of human beings. So there is a buffer zone we have actually created, and species can only be protected with the fortress conservation approach. No, definitely. So the answer will be the question number 46, D option. That is neither one nor two. So it is possible enough. So next again the question is on the problem. So question number 47. So question number 47. So when the sun's altitude change from the 30 degree to the 45 degree, the length of the shadow of a tower decreases by 50 meter. What is the height of the tower? So they are asking the height of the tower. So suppose when we draw this diagram, so this will be the height of the tower, and suppose these are the shadows which actually generating. So height h, so total this base we can say x, and what is said when it is 30 degree to the 45 degree. So suppose this is a 30 degree and now it is a 45 degree. Okay, the length of the shadow of a tower decreased by 50 meter. So this decreased by the 50 meter. So that means this distance is a 50 meter and this can be the what we can say x rather than the complete. So this will be the x. So they are asking the height of the tower. So here some trigonometry is required. That is, we know the tan theta equals to, that is a height upon base. So the tan 30 equals to height is a h1 upon base is a 50 plus x. So the value of tan 30 is a 1 by root 3. 1 by root 3 equals to height h upon 50 plus x. Okay. Then the next equation is regarding this 45. So tan 45 degree is equals to again height upon base, that is a h upon x, this tan 45 is the 1, so h upon x, so height, so these both are the equal one, so these are the equal one, so this we can replace in this, so therefore 1 upon root 3 equals to h can be the x, and what they are asking about the height of the tower, so this can be the h, so h upon 50 plus h, so we will write this in the 1 upon root 3 equals to h upon 50 plus h. Okay, so we will solve this. So 50 plus h equals to root 3 h. So this h will transfer here. So root 3 h minus h equals to 50. So h will be common. So root 3 minus 1 equals to 50. So root 3 value is the 1.75. So it will be the 1.75 minus 1 equals to 50. So this will be 0.75. So this will be the h equals to 50 upon 0.75. So this will be the 5000 upon 75. 25 75 25 2 50 200. It is equal to the 318 66. It is a 6.66.66. Almost the answer will be the 68.3. 68.3. Because why the somewhat difference between this 66.66 and the our answer of the 68.3 is a 68.3. So for simplification I took it is a 1.73, but it is actually the 1.75. It is actually 1.73. So for the simplification of the calculation I took it 1.75. That's why it is so too easy the calculation, and it is 66.66. So it is a 68.3, which is nearer to the value. Otherwise if we took the 1.73, so this will be the 0.73, and definitely division will come the 68.3. So in the actual exam you can utilize such type of tricks so that your calculation will be the speedy manner. So the best option, question number 47, is a C. So the next question, question number 48. Question 48, that are two equal vessels. So they are the equal vessels. Two equal vessels are respectively 1/2 and 1/3 full of milk. So suppose let the vessel A with the milk 1/2 milk, and vessel B is filled with the 1/3 of milk. They are filled up with the water. So the remaining is filled with the water. So water will be the half, again 1/2 of water in the A1, and this one will be the 2/3 of the water. Okay. So and contents are mixed in a large vessel. Okay. So these both the contents are actually mixed in a large vessel. So what is they are asking? Find the ratio of milk and water in the large vessel. So they are asking about the ratio of milk and water in a combined manner. So what will be the ratio of the milk and water? So the milk is 1.2 plus 1.1/3 divided by ratio of water is a 1/2 plus 2/3. So this will be the ratio with the in a complete large vessel. So this will be the 3 2 5. So 5/6 upon 3 4 7/6. So 5/6 divided by 7/6. So this 6 will on 5/7. So ultimately the ratio will be the of this milk versus water will be this 5:7. That is the option number C, 5/7. Now the question number 49. So question number 49, A and B can complete a task in 9 days. A and B complete. So A plus B can complete the task in 9 days. So in 1 day they can complete 1 upon 9. Okay, therefore in 1 day. So B alone can do it in the 18 days. So B alone can do it in the 18 days. Therefore in the 1 day B will do 1 by 18th of the work. So from each time you should calculate the 1 day work. So it will be the AZ for calculation. So B worked for the 6 days alone. So in the first condition what is mentioned, that is a B worked for the 6 days alone. So in a 1 day B is actually doing the 1 by 18th of the work. So what B is actually doing the 6 day work continuously. So what is the 6 day work of the B is equals to the 6 by 18, that is 1 by 3. So the 1 by 3 of the complete work is done by the B in the first 6 days. So after 6 days alone, then A joined and both work together for the next 6 days. Okay, so now the A plus B work for the next 6 days. And what is the remaining amount of work? The complete work, suppose 1 minus work done by the B, that is a 2 by 3 work. So 2 by 3 work is actually remaining, and that 2 by 3 work. So A plus B work for the 6 days. So in the next 6 day, what amount of work A plus B is actually doing? So A plus B in a 1 day 1 by 9. So in the 6 days 6 into 1 by 9. This will be the 3 दूनी 6 3 3 9, that is a 2 by 3 work. So the 2 by 3 work in the next 6 days. So first 6 day by the B alone 1 by 3 work. Next 6 day with the combination of A plus B, again they are doing, that is a 2 by 3 work. So 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3, definitely it is a completion of the work. So in the next 12 days itself, it is a completion of the work for 6 days. After 12 days we left the work. How much work is done by the A alone? So there is no work left to do for the A. So definitely the answer will be none, because there is no work is actually remaining to do for the A. So option number D, question number 49. So now the next question. So the question is on the profit and the loss. So you should remember certain questions which are so much important for the UPSC preparation for the CSAT, that is work time question, speed and the distance related question, that is train related questions, and this tank and the pipe related question, then this profit and loss related questions. So some formulas related to the profit loss, and regarding this one you should know, that is required for the CSAT preparation in the prelims. So what is given? Find the CP if SP is 200 and loss is 25%. So the loss is actually given, which is 25%, and they are asking the cost price of a particular article. That means cost price will be the higher than the selling price. This will be the first one. Why? Because there is a loss. So from this also we can actually eliminate the two options, this first and the fourth, because the cost price will be the higher. Why? Because of the loss. So what will be the, so formula for this is equals to CP equals to SP, CP equals to SP into 100 upon 100 minus percentage loss. So this will equals to the, SP is the 200 given, 200 into the 100 upon 100 minus loss is given 25. So this will be the 75, that is a 200 into 100 divided by 75, 75 25 100 4 दोन्ही 8, that is 800, 800 divided by 3, 3 दोन्ही 6, 3 सक 18, 3 सक 18, 266.6. This is a cost price. So definitely the cost price is greater than the selling price, which is a 200. So that means answer will be the, this question number 50, option C, that is a 266.67. So again there are the statements is given, and on this statement there is a one conclusion. So consider the statements and conclusion given below. Statement, that is any employee who does not behave properly while in the office bring a bad name to himself and also for the company. Okay, definitely. So any employee is not behaving properly, so the fame of the company as well as the self will gone. So such employees, so conclusion, so they are taking the certain action. Such employees should be removed from the company, directly removal from the company for the bad behavior without giving any proper notice. So this is like a ethics question, so it can be solved from the ethics purpose. So without notice or any warning, so complete direct removal is the extreme. This can be the extreme action. Extreme action. Stricter discipline does not improve the behavior of the employees. Stricter discipline does not improve the behavior of the employees. Definitely this can be also the false statement. Definitely within the particular organization the stricter discipline is required. Best example is our rule of law. So there is a requirement of abiding with the law by everyone. So which of the following conclusion is are correct? So the option will be the C, neither one nor two follows the above. Then the question number 52 to the 54. So again, as like the yesterday, there is a question having the 6 members in the family. 6 members in the family, P, Q, R, S, T and the U, and there are the 2 couples each having one unmarried child in the family, each having a profession, namely there are the 6 profession is actually given and the 6 family members are there. So for this purpose again we have to follow the same rule, having given the facts. If the fact is given in the this statements, that fact need to be collected first, that need to be analyzed first. So let's draw the diagram for this one. There are the 2 couples within the family and both are having the one unmarried child. Okay, so the information, will be, so R is a father of soldier. Okay, R is a father of soldier, so we can say the R is a father of soldier. So this is pilot marries to the T who is neither engineer nor soldier. So someone is a pilot who marries to the T. Suppose this person is a pilot who marries to the T, and what is the information is given? T is neither engineer nor soldier and not even then the pilot also, because pilot is the husband. So this information is also. Then next information is Q is a doctor and married to an engineer. So Q is a doctor and married to an engineer. Suppose here is a Q who can be the doctor and married to an engineer. So R will be the engineer. Okay, because here cannot be actually filled. Why? Because of the pilot is actually given. So this will be the true. So this is actually happened. So next, U, the son of pilot, is an actor. U is the son of pilot. So here there is a U, and who is a what? Actor. So this is also gone. So P is neither a soldier nor an engineer. So P, neither soldier nor engineer. Okay. R and P are brothers. R and P are the brothers. So that means here will be the P. So they are the brothers. Okay. R and P are the brothers, and S is a son of Q. So here will be the S. So what are the remaining? So T will be the doctor, engineer. So engineer is gone, actor is gone, pilot is also gone, soldier, then the doctor is also gone. Now the musician. So T will be the musician. Okay. So the information we have collected. Now we will solve the question. What is the occupation of the P? So occupation of the P will be the pilot one. Question number 52. Answer will be the A. That is a pilot. So occupation of P will be the pilot. The next question, T is married to, so T is married to the P. T is married to the P. So question number 53, option will be the C, that is a P. So what is the occupation of S? So occupation of S is soldier. So occupation of S will be the soldier, that is option number B. So these are the question number 52 to the 54. So now we will move towards the, so question number 55 is regarding the somewhat probability. So a bag contains 2 red plus 3 green plus 2 blue balls. So total number of balls will be the 7 balls. 2 balls are drawn at random. Okay, so the 2 balls are drawn at random. So our sample set will be this 7C2, that is 7 factorial upon 2 factorial, 7 minus 2 factorial is a 5 factorial, equals to, this formula is a 5 means 7 into 6 divided by 2 equals to 21. So our sample set will be the 21. So that is the total number of combinations. Okay, so what is the probability that none of the balls drawn is blue? Okay, so they are asking no blue balls. So except blue balls, we have the number, that is a 2 red plus 3 green. So this will be the 5, and out of this 5 we have to draw this at random 2 balls. So 5C2, that is 5 factorial upon 2 factorial into 3 factorial. This will be the 5 into 4 upon 2 factorial is a 2, 2 दूनी 4, 5 दूनी 10. This will be the 10. So they are asking the probability. So probability will be this divided by this one. That is a 10 divided by 21 of the probability having balls, that is a no blue ball. That is 10 divided by the 21. So that means the option will be the A option. So 55 option will be the A. That is a 10 by 21. That is the probability. So now let's move towards the question number 55, then the 56. So question number 56. So the question, a certain sum is invested at a 15%, certain sum, suppose X is invested at a 15% per annum. Okay, simple interest for 3 years. Out of total amount received rupees, so some amount is received, that is in the interest received rupees 1080 is invested in scheme A. So within the scheme A, investment is a 1080 in scheme A, offering again the simple interest of 20% and for 4 years. This is 4 year. This is for the X amount is invested for the 3 years. So 3 year. The remaining sum obtained is invested in scheme B. In scheme B at the rate of 40%. 40% with the compound. So now it is a compound interest. 40% with the compound interest annually for the 2 years. Okay, annually for the 2 years. In the total interest received for the 2 schemes together is a, so the scheme interest for A plus interest for B equals to the 3168. So then find the interest received for the original sum. Okay, so the original sum, that is the first incidence they are asking the interest. So this is the complete information given within the this problem. So we know the P and R upon 100. This is a formula for the simple interest. P is a principal amount and is a, that is a rate and the number of years. Okay, so, and the compound interest P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to N. N is a number of years. So that is the compound interest formula for the B. So now we will solve this. Now first we will calculate for the A. So what is given for the A? There is 1080, 20% and the 4. So the 1080, then okay, 20% and the 4. So 20% means 20 upon 100 into 4. So this will come into Visapancha Shambar. So ultimately this will result into the 864. 864. 5 दोन्ही 10, 5 0, 5 1 5, 5 36, 216 into 4. Okay, so this is for the A. Okay, now we have to calculate for the B. So for B, it is given for the compound interest. So what is the compound interest? That is a 40% and the 2 years. So 40% and the 2 year is actually given. This will be the principal amount is the X1 40%. That means 1 plus 40 upon 100, and this is for the 2 years. So this will be the 140 upon 100. So X into 140 upon 100 raised to 2. So this will be the X into, so this will be X into 1.4 into 1.4. So this will be the after division 1.4 and raised to 2. So this will be the interest that will be the this scheme B1. So what they have given that the interest on the A and the interest on B is a 3168 and their difference, that is a 3168. So the interest on A plus B is the 3168. So the A's interest 864, that we need to be minused. So total interest is a 3168 need to be minus from the this A, that is a 864. So this will come 2304. So this will be the 2304. So what will be the initial interest? So the initial interest will be 15% is actually mentioned. Okay, so this we need to be taken now. So as the difference between the two interest is given is the 2304. So now this is the interest of A. Now the interest of B is this one. So this will be the 1.4 is a 1.96x. This is the interest of the B. So within that interest is which is a compound interest. So the 100% will be the principal amount. So the interest will be the this 1.96x minus 1, that will be 0.96. This will be the only interest from this B, that is a compound interest. So this interest is equal to the this one. So this will be the 0.96x. So this 0.96x equals to the 2304. So 2304. So this will be the X 2304 upon 0.96. So this will come 230400 upon 96. 4 2 8 4 चौक 16 4 5 20 4 7 28 29 4 6 24 00 9 24 24 2 48 48 24 चौक 2400. So this will come the 2400. So now this will be the what? Interest. And this interest is the principal amount of the first one, that is this. So what will they are asking about? That remains the remaining sum obtained in investment scheme B, rate 40% compound interest annually 2 years. The total interest received for the scheme to be together is find the interest received for the original sum. So this will be the principal for the original sum 2400. So the 2400 into 15 upon 100 into 3 years. So 3 years. So this will be 15 45 24 ती 4 3 12 2 हात चालेल का 3 2 6 आणि 7 into 15 15 2 30 0 4 3 15 5 1080. So the final that interest will be the find the interest received for the original sum will be 1080. That is option number B. As they have given the initially a certain sum is invested in the with the 15% per annum for the 3 year for the simple interest. So this will be the P and R upon 100. So this P is not known. So what is given in the A, it is actually given invested 1080, that is interest with the 20% that rate and the for the 4 year. So that will come as 864. That is the first interest. So now we calculated the interest for the B scheme. So B scheme interest through the compounded. So what is given, that is difference between the two interests is a 3168. So through the compound interest we find out the interest of the B1 which came in the 2400. So that will be the interest as a principal amount for the first one, and this will solve in a same manner. So option will be the B1, 56B. Now the 57, the average marks scored by boys in the physics. So physics by boys is the 80 and the average marks scored by girls in the physics is 90. So what is the average? That is the total marks of boys upon the number of boys. Suppose B is equal to their average, that is 80, and the total marks of girls upon their number, that is G, equals to the 90. Okay, the average marks in physics for the whole class is the 82. Okay, so the total marks scored by whole class upon the divided by total number of students in the class, that is the boys and the girls, that is B plus G is equals to what is given is 82. Okay, and the number of class, so they are asking the number of boys and the number of girls within the class. So how many numbers? So we have to find out this through the equation. So this will be this total marks of the class is nothing but the total marks received by the boys plus the total marks received by the girls. So total marks received by the boys will be the 80B and the total marks received by the girls will be the 90G, whereas the total marks of the class is through the average will be 82B plus 82G. So these, with the addition of this one, these two equations we can equate, that is total marks of the boys plus total marks of the girls, that is total marks of the boys 80B and the 90G is equal to their total average marks is equals to 82 boys plus the 82 girls. So their total marks of the class plus the total marks of the boys and the girls individually actually secured. So after solving this, 2 boys here, that is a 8G, 90 minus 82, so 4G equals to the B. That means the number of girls within a class will be the boys within the class will be the 4 times the girls. So number of boys within the class will be the 4 times the girls. So what will their number? So we have to find out from the option. So 5 that is this is the 4 times. That means these are the 50 girls and the 200 boys. Okay. So 7 this is a definitely again 4 times. This is the girls and this is a boys. 4 this is a 5 times. So that way this will not come. 4 so this does not come. So the first and the second. So only 2, 1 and the 2 option. So the question number 57, C will be the right answer. That is the only 1 and the 2. It's 250 and 250 and the 60. Question number 58. 2 quantities are given in the following question. The question is followed by 2 statements. Read all the statements carefully and find out which of the following statements are sufficient to answer the question. So they are asking, find out the statements which are sufficient to answer the questions from 1 and the 2. Both the statements we have to find out either 1 is sufficient or 2 or both or neither 1 nor 2. So we have to first solve. So quantity 1, what is given? She invested whole in a scheme A with a 20% rate of simple interest for 1 year, and total amount received from scheme A she invested in the scheme B. So total amount received is invested in the scheme B for 25% rate of interest at a simple interest, again for the 1 year, and difference between interest amount of the both for both scheme is the okay. So difference is given is the 2000. So quantity 1. So we will solve this here. So for the A, that is interest rate is a 20%, and for the 1 year 20%, that is a 20 upon 100 for 1 year, and suppose X amount. So this will come as पंचशंबर 0.20 x 0.20x. A will be the 0.20x. So as the interest on the A, that is the first option. She invested whole scheme in at A for 20% simple interest. This is the total interest. So the total amount will be the 1 plus 0.20x, that is 1.2x. This is the total amount. This total amount she invested in the scheme B, and total amount received from scheme A she invested scheme B. So what we calculated interest rate with the addition of the principal amount. So this will be the principal amount. This is the principal amount which is 100%. So this added. So this amount is invested in the B. So this is the interest on A. Now the B is 25%, and for the 1 year. So B, this will be the amount 1.2x into 25 upon 100 into for the 1 year. This will be the 1.2x into 0.4. So this will be the interest. This is the interest for B. So what is given? Difference between interest amount for both scheme is the 2000. So this is given. So the interest of A minus interest of B equals to 2000. So the interest of A is a 0.20x minus 1.2x into 0.4 equals to 2000. That means this can be yes, definitely we can solve this one. So this can be the solved. There is no requirement of the complete solving the both of the statement, only just we need to check can we solve it or not. So definitely from this equation where we are arrived, we can able to solve this. So next is the second one. So in the second, what is given? She spent 15% of the total amount in the shopping. So 15% of total amount in the shopping, suppose 0.15 sorry 0.15 on the shopping, then 25% on the rent. So the 25% on the rent, that is 0.25 on the rent. So this total will be the of the total amount, this will be the 0.4 of total amount. Okay, so the next is a, and remaining she donates. So remaining amount will be 0.6. So the remaining will be 0.6 and 20% of the remaining amount she is donating. So 20% of this one, so this will be the 0.6 into the 0.2, that is a 0.18. 0.18, this is a donation. So what is asked, what is given, that is, and she left with the 9600, she kept with the herself. So in the last, total amount is considered as a X, then the amount spent on the rent and this shopping is a 0.4, and the amount spent is this one, that is minus 0.18 is equals to the 9600. So these are the x1, 4x. Okay, so this question, this again will be able to solve this. So both the equations we can solve, okay, from both the statements. That means what is the total amount that Rita is having with her? Definitely we have both the statements individually are sufficient enough to answer the question. So Rita is having with her that we can have both the statements we are able to solve. So that means either one, either two, there is no need to solve this one because answer can be arrived and there is no not ask the actual amount. Okay, the total amount from the answer they are asking either sufficient or not. So there is no need to invest your time in solving this unnecessary. This will what will happen? This will save your time. So the question number 58 option will be the C1. Okay, then the question number 59. So in a code language, mango is written as NCROE and the cat is written as DCX, then mouse is written as. So we need to find out the relation between them, the M, then the N, A, then the B and the C. That means this is 1, this is 2, N, O, P, Q and the R, that is 4, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, that is 8. So 1, 2, 4, 8, this will be the 16 then the. Okay. O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, E. Definitely. This is a 16. So this is the pattern they are actually following. Same with the C with the D. This is 1. A to C. This is 2. And T to X. This is 4. So the same pattern we will follow in the question number 59 for the mouse. And the answer will be M. That will be the N. O. Then the P and the Q, then the U, V, W, X and the Y, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z and then the A. Are we able to N, Q, okay, Y. So these two are the cancelled, then the A, this will be also cancelled. So no need to find the last one. So we were able to find the answer through this much of the calculation itself. So save the time. So answer will be the C option, question number 59, C. Question number 60. If 30% of a number, suppose number is X, 30x upon 100 is 14 more than 20% of that number. So 20x upon 100 plus 14. So they are asking the what is a number. Okay, so what will the answer? That is 30x minus this one, this is 10x upon 100 equals to 14. So this will go on, x will be the 140. So simple. Question number 60, C option, that is 140. Then the next one again from the passage, questions on the passage. Question number 61. So read the following passage and answer the questions accordingly. Okay. So the personalized cloning therapies are likely to be the labor intensive and expensive. This has raised social justice concerns. Definitely social justice. Perhaps cloning therapies will only be realistic option for the very rich. Okay, there is a question mark. Is it only for the rich? Some have replied to this concern by pointing out that cloning therapies may become cheaper and the less labor intensive and more widely accessible after time. Widely accessible. Okay, moreover, cloning may cure disease and not only treat symptoms. Definitely the cloning will the cure disease and not only the symptom. So what is the question on this passage? Which of the following is essentially implied in the above passage? Cloning is a technology that can cure all diseases in the future. So it is an extreme statement, that is all diseases. We don't know that it can lead to the emergence of the new diseases as well. So this cannot be the answer. Okay, then the cloning can never follow the social justice. Extreme can be. Okay, alternatives to the cloning should be promoted. Okay, currently cloning technology is out of the reach of the commoners. Currently, definitely it is mentioned within the passage that currently it is not cheaper, but it can happen in the future. So the question number 61 option will be the D1. So question number 62, passage 16. All persons, whatever their occupations or tasks, were teachers, and the purpose of education, which was political life itself, was to develop a greater, nobler, stronger, more virtuous public community. Okay, we are teachers. Then so politics was more than regulating or ordering the affairs of the community. It was also a school for ordering the lives. Okay, internal as well as external of the citizen. Therefore, the practice of Athenian democratic politics was not only a means of engendering good policies for the city, but it was also a curriculum for the intellectual, moral and the civic education. So definitely the political traditions which was developed in the Athens, having all the aspects included. So what is the questions on this one? What is the most logical and the rational inference that can be made from the above passage? Okay, the universal system of moral education is incompatible with the individual freedom. Okay, the purpose of political life in Athens was the self-development of the citizen. Definitely it is mentioned within the passage itself. Athenian had well-developed system of higher education. This is not mentioned. Okay, formulation of good public policy was the only aim, not the only one. This is an extreme statement. So that can be the answer. Question number 62, option will be the B1. In the question number 63, in the United States, crypto miners have started to tap an unconventional new energy source, drilled gas, conventional new energy source, drilled gas collected at oil and gas wells. The miners argue that this gas would otherwise have been flared or vented into the atmosphere. Okay, so no excess emissions are created. The reality is not that clear cut. If the presence of those crypto miners disincentivizes oil and gas companies from piping away that gas to be used elsewhere, any saving effect is blunted. Okay, what is the question? Following most critical inference. So most critical inference that can be made from the above passage, that crypto mining is highly energy intensive and generates outsized emissions. Okay, as interest in cryptocurrencies grows and more people start mining, more energy is required to mine a single Bitcoin. Definitely oil and gas companies are getting massive profit from the boom in cryptocurrencies. Okay, crypto miners are looking for alternative source of energy. So the option will be the most critical inference of this is the D1. Question number 63, that is a D. Crypto miners are looking for the alternative source of energy. This is not actually given. Now the question number 64, again, air pollution mainly affects those living in large urban areas where road emissions, that is the air pollution affects land where road emissions contribute most to the degradation of air quality. Okay, contribution most. So there is also danger of industrial accidents where the spread of toxic fog can be fatal to the populations of the surrounding areas. Okay, definitely the dispersion of pollutants is determined by many parameters, most notably atmospheric stability and wind. Definitely, so determination is from these two aspects. So it is talking about the air pollutions by the road as well as the industrial accidents and its effect. So which of the following is the most crucial message? What is the crucial message is given within the passage? So human activities are solely responsible for the air pollution. Is it? The air pollution negatively impacts the health of the people. So this is a extreme, that is a solely responsible for the air pollution. Air pollution negatively impacts the health of the people. Definitely it is impacting. Road emissions can be reduced by the electrical vehicles. It is not mentioned. Electrical vehicles वगैरह. Atmospheric stability contributes to the pollution. No. So the best option will be the 64B1, that is air pollution negatively impacts the health of the people, which is mentioned within the passage itself. Question number 65, passage 19. So COVID-19 is causing the biggest economic downturn that developing countries have ever seen. Okay, governments and the international community have prepared for a tropical storm, but it increasingly looks like a category 5 hurricane. They need to act, and they need to act fast to assure government is adequately financed to withstand the collapse in tax revenues. Okay, and the need for increased health and the social expenditure, definitely it is required. Absence of such action will lead to the combination of currency, debt and banking crisis. Recovery from such avoidable events is slow and the painful. Definitely government need to invest in a social security measures, especially health, to tackle in a better manner regarding such type of crisis. So what are the question? Which of the following is the most logical rational inference from the above passage? Okay, COVID-19 impacted developing countries more as compared to the developed. Okay, COVID-19 economic crisis was bigger than any other financial crisis in the world history. Okay, COVID-19 can lead to the loss of government revenue and the debt crisis. The international community is neither prepared for the. So the best option is the C1. The COVID-19 can lead to the loss of government revenue and the debt crisis, which is directly mentioned within the passage itself. Then the question number 65 option will be the C1. So it is a loss of government revenue and the debt crisis. Other are the somewhat extreme statements. So passage number 20, question number 66. There is a long passage. Air pollution and the climate change are closely related. Climate is the other side of the same coin. Definitely these are the closely related, climate change and this, and they are the same coin. Climate reduces the quality of our earth. Pollutants such as black carbon, methane, transphoric zone and the aerosol affect the amount of incoming sunlight. Definitely they affect. As a result, the temperature of the earth is increasing. Yes, it is increasing, resulting in the melting of icebergs and the glaciers. In this way, climate changes will affect the incidence and prevalence of both residual and the imported infections in the Europe. Climate and weather affect the duration, timing and intensity of outbreaks strongly and change the map of the infection disease in the globe. Mosquito transmitted parasites or viral diseases are extremely climate sensitive. Definitely they are. Warming firstly shortens the pathogen incubation period and secondly shifts the geographic map of the vector. Definitely it shifts the geographic map of the vector. Similarly, water warming following the climate change leads to the high incidence of definitely waterborne infections is also enhancing. Recently in the Europe, eradicated disease seems to be emerging. Yes, some diseases in the Europe which are eradicated considered earlier are emerging, and because of the migration populations, for example cholera, poliomyelitis, tick-borne encephalitis and the malaria. The spread of epidemics is associated with the natural climate disasters and storms, which seem to occur more frequently nowadays. Definitely they are more frequent in the malnutrition and the this equilibration of the immune system are also associated with the emerging infection affecting public health. So what is the question? Which one of the following is an essential message implied by the passage? Reducing air pollution will instantly lead to the reveal of temperature increase of the earth. Okay, mosquitoes will not thrive in the warmer world. As earth gets warmer, epidemics will be more frequent, and this will be the common inference definitely we can make, but we will look towards the fourth option as well. The malnutrition will increase to decline in the agriculture. So this is directly given. Question number 66, option will be the C, that as earth gets warmer, epidemics will be the more frequent. That is directly given in the passage itself. Again a long passage, passage number 21, with the question 67 and the 68. The recent order of India's competition regulator against Google for abusing its dominant position is in the Android mobile device ecosystem is significant not just for the amount of penalty imposed, but also the drastic changes in a business practices. IT giant to undertake on the Thursday. The Commission of India imposed a penalty to be set a provisional amount on the Google, definitely while coming to the having the restrictive clauses to its agreement. Okay, restrictive clauses are there within the agreement. Equipment manufacturers with original equipment manufacturers, and because of such agreements, the order said Google ensure that users continue to use its search services on mobile devices, which facilitate uninterrupted growth of advertisement revenues for the Google. If therefore concluded that the whole idea of Google imposing such restriction on its device partners was to protect and strengthen its dominant positions. Okay, Google is playing the monopoly in general search services and thus its revenues via search advertisement. This decision, both the penalty and the regulators' direction Google to modify its conduct, will be welcomed by anyone who realizes that the power of the big IT platform. Definitely there is a requirement of the this platform, that is IT platforms regulation, because of its impact on the it can create the impact on the society. That's why the IT rules as well, to shut out competition and therefore choice for the users. Okay, so there are the certain restriction on the Googles. From the above passage, what are or is not the significant fallouts of the recent order of Competition Commission of India? Okay, the hiccups in the advertisement revenue flow to Google. Okay, the region of Google in search services challenged, increased competition of users of big IT platforms, and the Google will have to tweak its business model in India. So the best option will be the C1, that is increased competition of users of big IT platforms. 67. Now the 68. Google India, the following assumptions are drawn from the above passage. Google India, due to the recent order of Competition Commission of India, will pull out of India. Definitely they will not, because of the India is having the so much amount market. So this is the extreme statement. Due to its dominant position, Google India will not modify its behavior. This is also the extreme statement. So they have to act according to the law of land and the order of the government. So both are the extreme statement. So the best option, which of the above assumptions are valid? So they are asking valid argument, neither one nor two. So the question number 68, option will be the D1. Another, so there is a certain statement is actually given and one conclusion is actually formed. So in a quarterly report of a company, that it is mentioned that efficiency is decreased than earlier. Okay, so in a quarterly company report, it is said that the efficiency is decreased than the earlier. Okay, we should inform all our officers not to read newspapers during office hours. That is the chief manager of the company tells chief administrator. Okay, not to read the newspaper during the office hours. So the conclusions derived: reading newspaper during office hours is a punishable offense. So there is no punishment is actually mentioned here. So this cannot be the inference we can create from the above two statements. So the first will be the gone. So manager assumes office efficiency will increase by stopping this. Definitely So that's why the manager given the guidelines of not to read newspaper during the office hours, and this can be the true. That's why the order is given. So the only conclusion 2 will follow. That is the question number 69. Option will be the B1. Question number 70. So how many necklace of the 14 beads each can be made from the 16 bead of the different colors? So the easy question, that is the 16 beads, it will be the out of 16 we have to take the 14, that is the 16 P 14, and there is no, as this is a necklace, so there is no information about either clockwise or anti-clockwise. There is no information regarding regarding the clockwise and the anti-clockwise, so this will be the divided by 2. So this will be the 16 factorial upon 16 upon 4, 16 upon 16 factorial upon this 14 factorial 14 into this, no information of this 2 1. This will be the 16 factorial divided by 14 to the 28 into 2. This will be the answer. Simple. 16 factorial divided by 2 into 28. Question number 71. A family of father, mother and 3 daughters. Only father, mother and 3 daughters and a son. That means total 6 person. 6 person to be seated around a round table. What is mentioned, around a round table, such that the son always sits adjacent to at least one of his parents, at least one. So that means either one or son can sit the both of the parents. The total number of combinations will be the 6 person around a round table. That means 6 minus 1 factorial. This is the 5 factorial combinations. That is the 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. 120 combinations are there, and as the son always sits adjacent to at least one, so 3 daughter, so the condition will be, this is the adjacent to the at least one of his parents, so there is no condition about the daughter, so 3 factorial for the daughter for the first condition. So suppose we are considering that the son will sit at least one of the parents, so there can be the mother, father and the son, or father, mother or the son. So son can replace the same position here. Okay, so this can be the 4, and another condition is a 3 factorial into 2 where the son is in the between, mother, son and the father, and the father, son and the mother. They are the 2 conditions over a round table. So these are the 2. So this will be the 3 2 6, 3 2 4, 6 24. This will be the 24, and this is 3 2 6 2 12, 12. So total will be the 36. So this 36 need to be minus from the 120. So the answer will be the 84. So option number B. So question number 71, option number B, that is 84. So the two, we have calculated the total number of combination, that is a 120, and we minus the conditional this combinations at least one. So the son can sit either with one parent and either with the both parents. Okay, so that combination we are taking. So question number 71, option will be the B1. So now next question number 72. The sum of 3 numbers is 62, that is x plus y plus z equals to the 62 if the ratio of first to the second, that is x upon y, is 2/3, and that of the second to the third, that is a y upon z, equals to the 7/9. So then find the first number. Okay, so we have to find the x. So replace this x by the, So y. So we have the number for the y. So x plus, sorry. So this x equals to 2y upon 3, and this z will be equals to the 9y upon 7. So we are creating in terms of the y. So 2y upon 3 plus y plus 9y upon 7. Sorry, 7. So the whole equation we converted in terms of the y is equals to the 62. So we are putting this value in the equation 1. So after solving this one, Satrik equation. So 21. So 3 7 14, that is a 14y plus 21y plus 9 3 27y equals to 62 into 21. So this will come 14 plus 21 35 plus 27 35 आणि 20 55 55 5 60 आणि 2 62 62. So this will be the 62y equals to 62 into the 21. So 62 on y equals to 21. So the second number is a 21. So what is asked? The first number. So here y equals to 21, that is a 2 into 21 upon 3. 3 7 21 7 2 14. So it will be the 14. So the answer for the question number 72 will be the option number B, that is a 14. So we put the value of y in the first equation in terms of y, that is x and the z. This x is and the z, and then we calculated by putting the value of this second number. Now the next one, the ratio of Danish present age to Shiv's present age. So Danish present age to the Shiv's present age equals to the 5 upon 6, and Shiv's present age is 5 years more than the Danish present age. So Shiv's present age is more than the Danish present age. Okay. So what will be the ratio between ages of Shiv and Danish after 5 years? Okay, so they are asking after 5 years. So we need to calculate this one. So dp equals to 5 sp upon 6. So sp equals to 5 sp upon 6 plus 5. So this will be the 35 sp plus 30 equals to 6 sp. So the Shiv's present age will be the 30. 6 sp minus Shiv's present age, this will be the 30. So Shiv's present age will be the 30. So if the Shiv's present age is the 30, then Danish age is the 25. The present is the 30 and the 25. This is Shiv, this is Danish. So what will be the ratio between the ages of Shiv and the Danish after 5 years? So this will be 35 and then this will be 30. So 30 upon 35. So 5 7 35, 5 31. So 7 by 6. So question number 73, option number D. Question number 73, option number D, that is a 7 by 6. Machine A produces 10 candles in 5 minutes. So that means 2 candle in 1 minute. 2 candle per minute. Okay. Machine A and B working at the same times produces 10 candles. Okay. A plus B then produces 10 candles in 2 minutes. So they can produce the 5 candles in the 1 minute. Okay. So how long will machine B working alone take to produce the 30 candles? So they are asking, so how long only B will take to produce the 30 candles. So in this 2 minutes A produce 4 candles. So from here we can calculate the B1. So per minute A produces the 2 candles. So in this 2 minute A produces the 4 candles. So this 10 minus 4 remaining is the 6. That means 6 candle produces by B in 2 minutes. Okay, so 2 minutes 6 candles. So 30 candle in how many minutes? 6 पंचतीस, that means 5 by into 2, that is a 10 minutes into 5 into 5. Option will be the B1. Question number 74, option B, that is a 10 minutes. So the certain directions are given from the question 75 to 76. There are the six students. There is Arif, Badri, Chandan, Danish, Ivan and the Farhan appeared in several tests. Either Chandan or Farhan scores the highest. Whenever Chandan scores the highest, so whenever Chandan scores the highest, Ivan scores the least. Okay, so Ivan will be the sixth one at that time, and whenever the Farhan scores the highest, Farhan will be the first. Then at that time, Badri scores the least, so Badri will be the sixth one. So this is given. If the Chandan scores the highest, Ivan will be the least one, that is the sixth. Farhan scores the highest, Badri will be the least score. In all the tests, they got different marks. Danish scores the, okay. So another information is given, that is Danish score higher than the Arif. So Danish score the higher than the, so when Farhan, then Badri will be the sixth one, Farhan will be the first one. So what is given, that is Danish score the higher than the Arif, but they are close competitors. Okay, Arif score higher than the Badri. Okay, Arif scores higher than the Badri. Chandan score higher than the Arif. So Chandan is higher than the Arif, but we are not sure about the between Chandan and the Danish. Okay, higher than the Arif, but not sure about the. So if Farhan stands second in the ranking, then the position of Badri is Farhan second in the ranking. So if the Farhan is the second, that means Chandan is the first one. So this Chandan will be the first, and then the Farhan will be the second, and when the Chandan is the first, then Ivan will be the last one. So that means Ivan will be the sixth one. It is given. So then if Ivan is the sixth one, Badri will be the fifth one, Arif 4, Danish 3, because Farhan is the second one. So the Farhan stands second. So then the position of Badri is fifth. So question number 75, option will be the C1. Okay. Then if Badri score the least, the rank of Chandan will be the. So if the Badri scores the least, so we have to remove this. So now if the Badri score the least, that means Farhan having the highest marks. So Farhan will be the first one, and Badri will be the last one. So Badri will be the sixth one. Okay, so they are asking about the Chandan, but we are not sure about the Chandan and the Ivan. But definitely Chandan is having greater from the Arif and the Danish. So Arif will be the fourth one. So Danish can be the, Arif will be the fifth one, Danish will be the fourth one, and the Chandan and the Ivan. So it can be the second or the third. So definitely the either second or the third for the Chandan, because there is no surety between the Chandan and the Ivan's place when the Farhan is the first one from the above message. So the option for the question number 76 will be the D1. And then the question number 77, if Ivan is ranked third, then which one of the following is the correct. If the Ivan is ranked third, that means Farhan will be the highest one and the Badri will be the lowest one, sixth. If Badri is the sixth, that means what is given? Ivan is the rank third. So Ivan is third. So Arif will be the fifth one. Then the Danish will be the fourth. Arif fifth. Danish is the fourth. So 2. So Arif is ranked fourth. No. Danish is ranked fifth. No. So Chandan may get more marks than Ivan. So it can be and Ivan gets more marks than the Chandan. No. So Chandan gets more marks than the Ivan, because Ivan is the third one. Chandan can be then the second one. So the question number 77 option will be the B1. That is, Chandan may get more marks than the Ivan. Then the question number 78. So question on the direction. A started from his house and walked 40 meters towards the east. Okay, there the east, west, north and the south. So the A started and from his house and walked 40 meters towards the east. It is a 40 meter towards the east, where his friend B joined. Okay, this is A. Now the A and the B here. Okay, B joined. They together walk 20 meters in the same direction. Okay, towards the east again. Then the 20 meter same direction. Then A turned left. Okay, so A left in the northern direction. And then while B turns right. Okay, so B in the southern direction. And traveled 4 meter and the 60 meter respectively. So they travel 4 and this will be the 16. 4 and the 16 meter respectively. Okay. Again B turned towards the left. Okay. B turned towards the left and travel 8 meter followed by 10 meter to his right. 8 meter followed by the 10 meter to his right. To reach his office, A turned right and traveled 24 meter to reach his office. Okay, what is the shortest distance between the two offices? Okay, the shortest distance they have asked. So this is the 8. So this 8 will gone. So 24 minus 8. This will be the 16. This is a 10. This is also the 16 plus 4. This will be the 20. Now the 20 plus 10. So this will be the diagonal. Okay. So one side will be the 16 and 20 plus 10. So the 16 will be the one side and 30 will be the another side. So 16 is a 256. 30 is a 900. So this will be the 1156. So 1156 is the square of 30. No. 20. No. 40. More than 1600. So this will be no. There is no need to calculation. It will be the 34. So in a UPSC you need to ensure that reduce your time in the calculation. If it is coming in such a manner, then no hesitation to mark the answer. So from the question number 78, option will be the B1. That is the 34 meter. Now the last two questions. So passage 22. Question number 79. Grazing ecosystems such as grassland, shrubland, steppes, savannas cover about 10% of India and about 40% of the world. Historically, these ecosystems support nearly all megafauna around the world and are home to the reptiles, birds, amphibians. Such drylands have been threatened by the alternate land use. Drylands seem to lack a legitimate standing in our policy due to the unfortunate Westland tag, which originated during the colonial past. Okay, was enamored by forest. Many Indian ecologists, including the colleagues, are trying to change this mindset. Grazing ecosystems store carbon in the soil and therefore decarbonize the atmosphere. Large mammals are crucial for all this. Unfortunately, wild mammals are confined to a few parks and reserves. Elsewhere, wildlife has long been replaced by domestic livestock. Okay, so what will be the question? So what is the most important interference from the above passage? Grazing ecosystem historically support nearly all megafauna around the world and the home to reptiles, birds and amphibians. Okay, grazing drylands have been threatened by alternated land use. Grazing drylands have to be officially upgraded to prevent misuse and be included in the areas of the therefore the wild large mammals. So this is mentioned within the passage itself, grazing dryland. So question number 79 option will be the C1. Have to be officially upgraded to prevent the misuse and included in the areas of reserve for the wild large mammals. Now the question number 80, last question on the passage itself. No one fully understands what determines the investment rate. It has many drivers. Monetary policy matters as does fiscal policy. In addition, how much people invest depends on social and the political factors. It is arguable that trust is a major driver of investment. Trust. As the level of trust erodes in a society, investment tends to fall. Okay, we will need more research. There is a requirement of more research to know what is causing India's investment rate fall. Okay, however, given the rise of political polarization and the policy of divide and rule, it is likely that societal trust is eroding and this is reducing the investment rate. In turn, the falling investment rate is adversely impacting the growth and hurting job creation. Definitely, there is a perception within the Indian society that the trust is actually coming down, and because of the multiple reasons, polarization and all this. So, what is the question? What is the most logical and rational conclusion of the above passage? That no one fully understands and what determines the investment rate. Increasing social amenity and trust is like to increase investment rate, job creation and growth. Definitely this can be the monetary and fiscal policy different. No. So we need more research to know what is causing India's investment rate to fall. No. So the major, so question number 80, B will be the best option. That is increasing the social amenity and trust is likely to increase the investment rate, job creation and growth. So thank you for the discussion. So do visit and analyze your paper. Thank you.